Start recording. Okay. That is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome everybody to another episode of Rocks Fall Everyone Dice. I'm here with the crew of the Nostromo. This is episode 187?
Let's go with that.
Alright, we're going to go with that one. Pending any legislative changes, I rescind my time to the person who will do recap. Johnny.
Oh, it's so easy to recall. Last time it was like just the other day. We sailed back to the Hall of Justice in New Hope to get our bearings after getting the staff of Lifa from Desert, and as long as some other amulet of Maladek and the Ring of Winter that the captain is currently not frozen by. And at New Hope, we're greeted by the surprising sight of a statue erected to Smoot, but as a lizard who looks an awful lot like that lizard who's been on our ship for I don't know how long, apparently. And there's some identity verification there where...
Two-factor.
Yeah. I had to ask both of them how many traffic lights were in this picture. And also at the keep was Smoot's wife, who we had thought was being held prisoner. And through some divination and scrying and such, we were able to find out that this was actually Smoot's wife here at the keep. The person the Kadek had been speaking to was one of the hags and Dolores, luring us into a little trap that they're planning for us there. So, we know we're planning to come to take care of Revaxis, but they don't know that we know that they know that we know that they don't know what we know. And besides that, we reincarnated Smoot's butler because he was super old and kept dying. That's all I can remember, honestly. I'm sure we'll stumble our way into something tonight.
You know, I'm really proud of the villagers for that statue. They did a great job for having seen the new Lord Smoot for like less than a day. They did phenomenal work on that.
It's really impressive. Fine craftsmanship by fine
We
craftsmanship.
find ourselves in the long hall, very dressy, bougie kind of reception area of your court. Your wife has spent a lot of time decorating it up.
I should probably wear pants then.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You are required to wear pants. Someone comes in early to wake you up 13 times. Right?
That's on point.
You keep hitting snooze and they keep waking you back up.
Yeah.
Of course, Snows is trying
I was
his
just
best.
say I'm gonna fire snooze.
By the time you wake up, your wife has already been ready for an hour.
You just smite servants until eventually one gets pants on.
Or I run out of spell slots.
So I would like you to describe what your dining hall looks like, or your reception room.
Lots of pillows and curtains.
Okay.
Bright colors. Not quite circus tenty, but getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of dark wood furniture, big table, and there's a piano in one corner. None of us play piano, but it's there.
So does it play itself?
In case Gliterace stops by. Nowhere.
It's best to be prepared for that.
Along with Elfin John.
And there's a dumbwaiter that goes right to the wine cellar.
I'll go to the wine cellar, Mr. Smoot.
Too easy. Too easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Where the rest of you come down with, and how are you guys setting the scene when we start?
So is this dinner we're coming down to?
This is breakfast.
Oh,
You guys
breakfast
are
the
just
next day?
long
We
Okay.
took a long rest.
Huzzah.
Well, utter disappointment on my face. can smell many foods cooking. None of them seem to be Phantom, which I specifically requested.
I roll a deception check, but you would beat them anyways. People have gone to elaborate lengths to convince you that they have cooked you Phantom. Like, they have sewn chickens together.
It's impossible, Phantom.
Phantom actually tastes so much like goose.
It's like those fake mermaids.
Turfan
They're like monkeys.
Turkey stuffed with a Phantom stuffed with a chicken. Or would you want the Phantom on the inside?
Inside, that's what they call a flying smoot.
A flying smoot winds up at the river.
Afterwards.
It's all Phantom food, but it's misspelled, like, crab with a K. It's that kind of thing.
Fantun. Phantom.
Let's see. I probably would have spent the night at the Wizard's Tower that set up over there. Try to again. Remember, with the Wizard's Tower, I can make spells or like do extra like buffs there or some such.
Yes, you can create you can create custom spells while at your Wizard's Tower. It has been quite a ways away. You do have enough time currently to create one spell.
Okay.
So think about what you want to do, and
Okay, because I know we were also talking about the Smoot's wife had like something similar to Lifeline, but not like but it's linking her to the hag. So like,
Oh, there was
anyone trying to like message her like other message I tried to send to her
Right.
got rerouted.
We're
to
talking about
her.
that. We have the Tome of Shadows to potentially throw it on somebody else. But
Yeah, so we could maybe shift it onto someone to keep the ruse going, but also would need to come up with some way to like shield the real wife from being spied upon.
but you do have non-detection. You do possess that magic.
You have meant to.
Yeah.
No, we can gift my Lord's Ensemble to the next person who needs a disguise,
You're- I think what you were worried about was if you break it,
Yeah.
she would know.
Because she's not, it's not like actually a lifelink, right? Like, if
No.
you kill the hag, it doesn't kill her. It just
redirects
all of the scribes.
It is literally just a
Divination.
spell, right? All of her emails are being auto forwarded to a new address, right?
Hackers.
Gonna hack time. Anyway,
Raptors. That explains the Viking era, or dinosaurs. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, keep going. It's your guys' scene. Let me know if you need anything.
don't think there's any reason for us to break it off of her then. I don't think there's any real benefit to that, except to alert them. Why does this taste goaty?
I was promised Phantom. Where is the Phantom?
Oh, extra Phantom meat, sir. A
Good,
serf,
thank you.
a serf comes up. It is obviously like a pig that has had like two chicken wings like sewed on either side, and they've taken a cooked snake and like stuffed it in the end and like sewed it on to make it look like a cooked tail.
Phantom look weird without the hair. Just to grab the whole thing.
Okay.
Smoot, do you have business here to attend to here in this town, or?
I mean, I could make business.
I assume you made it plenty yesterday. And all morning.
What are you talking about? Nothing happened.
Of course not.
Just don't go in the closet.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. Okay.
I mean, I do have. We're still at war with the neighbor. Griggledians?
It's a Cold War,
Mm.
right? Both sides send people over to either side, but no one truly commits to anything. because, and especially since
Gurgodon did lose a big general recently.
they did lose a big general, but also they you just pulled out of war with the Alliance. Because the Exalted Empire pulled out of the Alliance with the war with the Compact.
The Empress apparently didn't want to keep doing that. The Queen.
They did just finish their war with Barovia, which was very short, considering Barovia was outnumbered 25 to 1.
So, yeah, I'm pretty much done here. Nick Cloud's dead.
Oh no.
And
Tiniest violated place.
there's the Empress, but
Katie can't stop giggling probably.
Mm-hmm.
because the Empress is a hag still, right?
Correct.
Now,
Saw that.
the Empress is not a hag. The Empress has possessed.
Oh, right.
Right. The hag
One of the
was
hag
her
prisoners,
basically her the person that had helped her engineer the situation.
Seems
Stable. We should move on.
a bit early to go to the capital to actually wish to rescue your wife sooner, but that may change how things work with their sequel.
We
Or
should
with
just keep
their
messaging every
follow-up
week
plan.
that we're almost there, we're outside the city, and just keep not going.
So let's see where we are. We're near the Jungle of Corpses, right? Pretty close.
Oh,
We're on the other side of
Yeah, we're
the
You're-
Empire of Gurgledorn.
It's not terribly far away, but it's a bit. So you're currently like right. I want to say no.
I think it's the
Down.
New Hope.
Yeah.
Here's the Jungle of Corpses.
So you gotta go through Gurgodon or around into.
Around, and then you'd have to dance between Gazetteer.
Ooh, yeah, I want to go
And,
there even less.
You'd always go back to the Isle of Dread.
Which is the Isle of Dread is over here.
What?
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, actually, I mean, we do have the staff. Should we go visit something with that
Stab.
to cleanse those?
Yeah.
To purify.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is located down here.
That'd be the whole Temple of Elemental Evil.
Yes. Sorry, the Temple of Elemental Evil is here.
So I don't remember if we went back to the volcano and saw that
I think the Titan got taken away.
he has gone from that.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, we went back there a second time.
Yeah, the Titan was missing.
Yes.
So safe to say, most, if not all of them, have probably been pastorified at this point.
Yeah, we've kind of let them just do whatever they want.
Yeah, it's like Gan and at Hyrule Castle. We know it's there. We'll get around to it eventually once we're done with the side quest stuff.
I mean, that might not be a bad idea, considering we're just basically telling people that we were going to go do. We're going to do that
Mm-hmm.
if we have time.
So how long do we have before the ceremony?
On the calendar, this is the 24th. So we have the 15th is when the Bravaxis thing happens. So how many days here? It's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29 days until the actual ceremony happens.
And it's during the ceremony day that he is the most vulnerable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I'm worried that if we go sooner to fight any of the hags or anything like that, that may change how that works, or their plan for it.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably don't want to go up there too soon.
Mm-hmm. You guys could spend downtime as an option, right? If you were trying to prepare or something like that. That's a potential thing. If you guys needed to fast forward.
Rokugan is on the other side of the world, so that's either teleport there, then you don't have any extra travel once you get there. Anyone have any bones to pick? That's really irritating them currently.
Just the Propaxis.
I guess could attempt to. It's a new day, so I could prepare the spell. If I wanted to try to, like, say, track down, like, the Titans, like if I used, what's it called? Contact other plane or some such. I'm certain it would take more than just a simple scry to maybe find, like, where they were, if we could actually, like, find one to, like, track down and bop with the staff and purify.
If you guys want to start trying to purify the Titans, that's possible.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
There's like 4 or 5 of them, right?
Mm-hmm. There are 5. You want to try tracking them down, or at least figuring out where you got to go, or
Yeah, see if there's any that aren't just in the temple. See
Yeah.
if we can find them somewhere else, potentially.
So yeah, I have contact other plane or whichever one would be. I presume being like a demigod, it would require something more.
you would have to contact it. The downside is obviously the psychic reverberation, possibly a problem, right? Also, you're contacting something that is mad, so it's probably going to be a slightly higher DC than is advertised in the spell, right? Because that's contacting a sane being, right?
Yeah.
But that would give you chances to be able to communicate with them. So
It's worth
that
it.
may potentially give you hints.
I could, if I cast Mind Blank on myself, would that buff me against any blowback if I tried something like that and something bad happened?
Yeah, it would protect you against the psychic reverberation, right?
Okay. But yeah, if I wanted, I could do something with that. If we wanted to downtime it, then keep for a few days, or wait for something to happen to us that we could get roped into.
Yeah, we should. I believe that's the best course of action. We should try to hunt those Titans down so we can
Okay.
cleanse them.
And your goal is with the communication to try to find them, right?
Yeah.
It's more you're trying to use that as a link source to try to go, how the fuck do I find these guys, right? Where's my Google Maps,
Yeah.
right?
Not trying to
Okay.
directly contact them, but yeah, keep in try to like psychic radar, find out, where the disturbance in the force is coming from.
So there are 5 of them. There's Mandragora the Dawn Titan. There's the Elder Tempest. There's Olhydra. I'm gonna mispronounce that every time.
Odie.
Oldra. There's Yensi Bin, and there's Ogremok.
They're
So it's
fire,
fire,
water,
wind, water,
And
thunder, and earth.
thunder. Okay.
No.
Since they previously, I'm pretty sure the kid actually did speak with the fire one beforehand. I'll
The fire would give you the lesser of the DCs.
then yeah, I'll cast Mind Blank on myself beforehand, and then I'll do contact other plane to see if I can find out where the Dawn Titan might possibly be.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check. DCs for this. 20 is going to give you a really rough idea. 25 is going to give you an actual hint. 30 is I'm going to tell you where.
Okay. Let's double check my feet. Nope, Decay doesn't have any luckies. God damn it. Oh well. I'm gonna really miss those. Okay.
And the higher you roll, the less of the reverberation will be. Because you're immune to the psychic part of it.
Right, yes. 21.
21. Okay.
What'd you roll?
10.
You feel your consciousness fly out across the seas. You feel a direction. You had assumed that direction would be south, because that's where the Temple of Elemental Evil is.
Mhm.
Instead, your consciousness is thrown west, almost due west. It feels distant. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
He was gone from the volcano. And they put him back.
Yeah. he was just down to go get groceries when we went to visit last time.
Yeah, it's a 14 dex save.
Still time for ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
That is a failure.
I figured as much.
Okay, give me a second. I have to see what this does.
Which limb do I lose?
This one don't choose.
Oh dear.
I lost it. It's right there on the floor.
I know exactly.
I'm gonna need a Captain Pike wheelchair to get around after this.
Mhm.
Okay. It is right. You take 35 damage. This is not psychic. Your clothes are currently on fire.
It burns!
You have to do that at the breakfast table.
Instantaneous combustion.
Some decorum, Nicatic.
I take it.
As fire starts shooting out of your pores in not the friendly way.
You're not the friend.
Like this is the
Friendly way?
Your consciousness is out there. We're just watching you burst into flames.
I take my decanter of endless water and I just douse myself.
just fucking just like
High pressure.
All right.
Thumb over the nozzle.
You take five bashing damage as literally you turn a fire hose full blast on yourself. But you with a 21, that's all you get, right?
You get set on fire.
I got set on fire.
That was a success.
That way, Captain. That's all I've got for now.
Are we following smoke signals?
No.
Are we making smoke signals?
At the moment, yes.
No expert. I don't think that's how the spell's supposed to work.
You misspelled that one.
No, I didn't. Trust me.
West.
West.
Which is right back across the ocean.
Yes. So, relative to our position, possibly over in the Feylands, or maybe even actually at the Isle of Dread. That's fairly due west from where we're at. Possibly in Rokugan, but not much further than that. Otherwise you would think it would point east once it gets to that point.
You can always cast the spell again if you wanted.
I could. I don't feel inclined to at the moment.
Maybe we should set you like on the beach a little bit at the tide pool there. Try it again. Maybe you'll get put out immediately.
That'd be just my luck, yes.
Well, Well, we got nearly a month to burn, although we'll have to make it back. So let's head out, go west a bit, and when Decadic feels ready to try again, give her another shot.
I guess we got. Or attempting something quite like that again. Because again, that was a good result. That was terrified what a bad result will be. Could try scrying on. Let's see, like checking out like what the Isle of Dread currently looks like, or just get like a view of like if there's any sign of like, hey, the island's on fire. It's probably where he is or not.
Did we ever drop, what's his name? Red something.
Oh, Masawa?
Yeah, Masawa. Did we ever drop him back off, or is he on our boat still?
I think he's been on our boat still since we killed the
Okay,
Celius.
still on your boat.
Nice.
Ready to get dropped off back
He's your
home.
man. Alright.
Where's his home again?
Isle of Dread.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like one of the last survivors of one of the tribes that got wiped out.
That's right. Well, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yes. So I guess whatever
Get a lot
that
of his people
gate
left.
village was, that was like right in the outskirts of the Isle of Dread.
The one city.
Yeah, the one that was left behind.
Give me a second.
When
Isle
they
of
walled off from
Dread.
defending from all the stuff.
Let me see.
Rivers
Hills.
and walled off. Or we could go visit Circus Town.
Did you go to the Karain?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that got swallowed up by something.
Oh yeah, it
Maledek,
expanded,
yeah.
didn't it?
The
That's
desert
it.
of Maledek, I think, yeah, took that.
I think it's called. Is it Hills?
You could always go Davy Jones hunting.
That's true.
I gotta go find it.
Yeah,
I think it's Hills. It's been a while. I didn't prep the Isle of Dread.
yeah.
Heck, we can go do jobs for Davy Jones.
I just think of
He
like
did give us some things.
who or where to like scry on, just to get like a sense of how where the isle looks like.
Does Tony need to buy another copy?
No.
Oh, Perkins keeps eating the books.
It was Porkins, and he died at the battle. Death Star.
Oh, there it is. It's on the bottom.
Of course it is.
I could scry on the
No problem.
the shadow dragon there, who is living incognito.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. He's living with the other green dragon, the blind green dragon that was sequestered on the island.
7 villages.
Well, Animus.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh yes, the one we went and visited with.
The
Where I got
village
my
of
first tattoo.
Tanarora. Tanarora. Tanaroa.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm scry on the chieftain or whoever was like in charge that we spoke with there, just to
Yes.
get a sense: are they thriving? Are they rebuilding? Or has shit gotten even worse somehow?
There appears to be no living things in sight.
Trying to
It doesn't answer my
find
question.
all the names.
Could be either way.
Give me a second. I need to find my notes on the Isle of Dread.
You know, we did it in a roundabout way, but we probably made Isle of Dread safer overall.
Easy though, Thanos.
We didn't
So,
kill
yeah,
everything. We
yeah.
didn't kill the bad things
Dropping
too.
an atomic bomb made it safer for the people that
There
live
was
there.
one spike in violence. And afterwards, it quelled way down. The graphs don't lie.
The graph stuff. Crime is at all-time low.
Oh, nope, that is the banner of the Isle of Dread.
That's awesome.
If we banned crime, it would lower criminal activity.
Man, crime.
Oh, Betty.
Oh.
I've arrested a lot of criminals. Yet crime has continued.
Has somebody tried the mystery flavor of Mountain Dew?
Tastes like Mountain Dew to me.
Tastes like Mountain Dew.
Didn't Johnny have some?
No.
Tony.
There's Tony did. Tony, get much of a flavor from that mystery Mountain Dew?
It was okay. It was kind of like, It was a little bit of a,
Mystery?
yeah. I am trying to find my
no
notes
guesses.
on it. I have an entire write-up
Yeah.
somewhere.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to send you on a homework spree.
I had no idea you guys were going back to the Eldred, so...
I don't know that we are. Just
No,
an idea that I
we're
had.
looking.
Exploring our options. Just
Where is he least prepared?
You found it.
The last thing you expected us to go back somewhere where we'd already been.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
already killed most living things on that island. What else do you have to do there?
The island itself. We must sink it.
let's go to the Lonely Mountain.
Strom, we get there. There's Strom hanging out with the queen.
Yeah.
He was right behind us.
That's one place that
Take
I
Strom
don't
with
think
us
I've-
to meet Strom. It's like the pointing Spider-Man.
Yeah. I don't think that since I've joined with you guys, I don't think we've been to the Free States of Tortistra. Maybe we should go there.
We haven't been there.
No.
You guys, I mean, okay.
No, I mean, like when you joined us, we were at like our first spot, effectively.
Oh,
We had like
yeah.
one spot and then the Isle of Dread. And
Okay.
then just like a
All
side
right.
adventure,
Fair enough.
basically.
Didn't realize that.
Do you need to go outside? Is that what this is? Okay, I guess I'll be right back. Miss Needy Pants over here.
I'm not.
The Mwangi Isle of Dread. Okay, it's a Word document. Tanarora. You're talking about Fano, the talking chief.
Yeah, that
and
sounds
you're-
familiar. Yeah.
I think you're talking about, let's see, is it the Gulasea, the Night Walker?
These are damn good.
No, it's Chief.
Much better than I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the Night Walker, I think, right? Let me see.
And it's a nice balance of sweet and the
Not
mustard.
too sweet, not too mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Bones. Forever.
Not
There's
too
Masawa,
fat,
the Red
not
Heaven.
too sweet.
There's his information. Nappy Beach River, Crimson. Umlaut, the Wise, Chakal, the Yellow Fire. Yeah, I think it's Kuskawali, the Nightwalker, who you were talking about. He was the war master of the Tanarora tribe. Okay, cool. I have my notes on that. All right, back with you guys. I've returned. So, what do you guys do?
Scry. Yes, scry on him and just check out the Isle of Dread from that vantage point. See.
On Kuskul Ali, the Nightwalker. That's where you're going, or are you doing Fano, the talking chief?
The talking chief, yeah.
Okay. You probably, let's see, other side of the world, so it's morning here, so it's night there. It's nighttime. You see the talking chief. Let me see. I'm going to do a quick
Is that for his nightly pee?
roll. Okay. Currently eating dinner. He is at a flat table. There's a cooking fire behind him. There's an elderly woman who since you have Eidetic memory, your character remembers that to be his wife, right? Or his wife equivalent. And there's a couple adults with like smaller children there, and you start recognizing that, oh, this is a family dinner. He's having his family over. He briefly steps out as it does. The scene pans over a little bit. You see the moons in the sky as he kind of looks out into the distance outside, and you see Tenora itself. There's fires. The people seem to be alive. Nothing of note outside of a family dinner, because it is. You're estimating maybe 8 p.m., 9 p.m. over there. So
From this vantage point, would I see any of the horizon of the Isle of Dread? Like, any glimpse of that at all? Like,
it's night.
it's
It's
okay.
night. And the jungle gets dark, right? But I mean, obviously, it is the Isle of Dread. You're there, right? You're looking at Tenor.
Okay. Doesn't look any more devastated than previously had been.
People aren't panicking, and the village isn't on fire. Of those things, you are certain while scrying on the chief.
Okay.
At least that one. Now, Borowan, maybe Mora. You know, there are how many villages?
It's okay. I'm not
There-
gonna.
there's
can't be that.
there's seven existing villages. The eighth one was destroyed, so maybe one of those is on fire. You know?
Really? Wow, I thought they were down to like one village after the whole.
Oh no, because it was everything. The wall is what kept it
Yeah,
there.
they retreated all to that one village.
And in the Isle of Dread, a lot of the other villages are in isles, islands
okay.
to the
So they were
south. So it's
pretty
all
decent off.
it's all like here and below, right?
Pinnipers.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, the dinosaurs almost pretty much had a almost second extinction. You guys were the meteor.
That's not true. We let the meteor out.
Oh,
Alright. I will scry on the Nightwalker then.
Scrying the Nightwalker. You actually foreseeably could beat it. I didn't roll for Tenora because there's no chance. I just rolled a resist on that
you
one.
do it. Okay, sorry, yeah.
What's your DC?
My DC is 23.
23. Does not make it. Okay. You scry on the Nightwalker. Once again, the dark. He looks out of place, right? He doesn't look like one of the Mwangi people. He doesn't look like the other 10 Norans around him. But he is currently sitting by a fire, having a calm exchange with two other Mwangi people, a man and a woman. Both of them are carrying short spears, and behind them you see it just looks like at first you think it's like a wall of a building, but then as it kind of pans back a little bit, you notice this is the Great Wall, right? The wall that separates itself from the jungle. And it looks like he's debriefing two guards right in front of the gate wall. If you're looking at maybe some kind of like guard exchange, and since he is the war master, probably dealing with like, okay, now you're on guard duty. But it looks very calm exchange so far. Nothing out of the ordinary. Since it's through scrying, you're not able to like see his true form through it, right? Because it's
Right.
just a mirrored image, unless you got the ball of true seeing.
You're a hazard.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, it's a cat. Can I knock it over? And I'm going to.
Do you want me to knock it over? No? Then I'm going to knock it over.
Then do knock it over. No, wait, no, I didn't mean.
Anyway,
Tell him where he can sit.
that's about all you get out of that. They just looks like a regular guard exchange, and they're on the floor level, right? They're not on the ceiling level, right? So this is before the Great Gate.
Okay.
Good message the chief or one of them to inquire how things are going on the isle, if they've noticed anything unusual, which for the Isle of Dread is a pretty low bar.
Pretty high bar.
Anything fiery that's happened lately.
Any towns we've forgotten about lately that might have been eliminated? Can't think of any. Well, probably be more fruitful than our.
Glancing at them, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Yes, I'll
Ask
cast
him about Saltmere.
Saltmarsh Smoot, damn it. If you would come with us.
It wasn't called Saltmarsh Smoot, damn it. That's not at all. I'll cast a message not messages. The cantrip. Sending is the spell to Fano, the
So
chief.
he's not within 120 feet.
That's the
so-
message. Hey, smell.
Okay.
See anything on fire?
25 words. What do you say?
I'll, Greetings, Fano. This is the crew of the Nostromo. I call upon you to see how your people fare and what transpires on the island.
Immediately panics. Looks left and right. He looks behind the door, stands up, walks outside, walks around his hut,
Has anyone messaged him before like this before?
and
Has anyone considered building caller ID in the message? Setting?
that would be a custom spell. Eventually comes a realization that he didn't just hear your voice, he heard it in his head. And he goes, and he says out loud, "Outsider, is it you?" "Yes, the village is fine. The people are fine. We are building farms beyond the Great Wall. The Rakasta have left." He just kind of is looking around, almost unsure. He's not a wizard.
Am I being filmed?
You're on candid.
Yeah, rolled very low on that check.
I'll send again. Have you seen any sign of the Titan that once resided in the volcano? Or any sign of magical activity intruding on your shores?
Our shamans have seen nothing out of order. The tribes are in peace. Harvests are good. My people thrive thanks to you.
Thanks. I'll just wrap up then, because sounds like, yeah, everything's fine over there.
So, at least not a tire thing going on. Although, because what? It got turned. The one we were pretty sure was one of those mirror folks, right? That reflective guy that chased us through Salt Marsh.
Yeah, that was.
And then we saw one in the Temple of the Elemental Evil.
Yeah, who was like bearing down on us before Dick Eddick's dad bamfed in and got us out of there. So that's.
So the problem is, if he does cause trouble somewhere, if it works like the first one, everything will just be kind of gone, and won't really be anyone to tell you that something's happened.
Possibly, yes. There's no way for them to really warn us.
I'd have to rest to get my teleport helm charged up again, but we could also potentially just teleport somewhere, have you take another crack, see if that can give us a better clue for where it might be.
Triangulate the position. Alright. I'll finish up conversation then, saying that is good to hear.
Just checking in.
Yes. I shall call upon you to see how your people fare again. I pray for a good harvest for you.
I await your call. We will celebrate your return, but please tell us when you are coming. The harvest is. Tilly doesn't know he has 25 minutes or less, so he just keeps going.
Oh yeah, harvest we have to get in time for. There's so many. See, we're pulling up our calendar already.
Don't get me started about my back.
All right. Could also potentially try to locate one of the other Titans too. If there's-
Well, you're the one taking the risk.
That's the thing. Is I'm gonna stick by Smoot probably just for those
Plus 4?
Yes.
Sure.
Will you help me in this? What do you want me to do? Stand there.
And when he's not looking, I just slowly back
Yeah.
off.
If I suddenly fall unconscious, please catch me before I hit the floor.
No promises.
Fair enough. So, we have a rough idea of the fire one. Any requests for wind, earth, water, thunder? Anybody?
Heart.
Fire's definitely the one I'm most interested in.
Yes.
Well,
Which is a good idea. You mentioned it. You can teleport somewhere else, like
yep.
to get a better idea.
Downside is I didn't expect to be doing that. I thought Mauvais was gonna teleport us, but she's still out in the grove.
Yeah, don't bother her when she's like that, okay? Yeah. And I probably went to fetch her and then saw she was like naked in the woods. Like, okay, no, never mind. She's broke, but Captain, okay.
And all red faced.
Yes. But different from the red face.
Yes. We don't know if it's
Can barely tell.
embarrassment or
Is it just a burn?
it's
So-
just third degree burn.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wind, water,
oh, yeah.
earth, thunder.
You had a thought?
Water?
Water. Yeah.
No.
I'll do because mind blank lasts for 8 hours, right? And
Yeah.
So I'll do contact other play again.
Okay.
This time trying to locate the water titan.
So before you do that,
Yes.
for a few of my levels, I went with Bard, so Sorcerer Bard. So if I use Bardic Inspiration, will this work to help him out?
Yeah. You can add a Bardic Inspiration.
Alright, I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration, so you get a D8.
Thank you. Yeah, Edgar. That's very thoughtful.
He just goes up to you and goes, and then just walks away.
Strangely, you feel more confidence.
Ancient lizard folk lullaby. Make
Yeah,
another.
it's gonna be like one of those scream. What are they like? Just scream at it. Like Futurama.
Yes.
Zoidberg does the Zoidberg dance. There. Yeah, go ahead and go ahead.
Another Arcana check.
Yeah. You can add a D8 to this one.
Ooh, well, that's 26. And I think if get number 30 will pinpoint it, then might as well throw the D8 on top of that. Hopefully. 6 plus 26. 32.
32.
Oh, yeah, okay, so I guess I should be chipping in. It's like, oh yeah.
Overrated.
20 miles south of the pirate camp, the Korain. Directly south, you see a swirling vortex of water, draining down, ever down, an impossibly large whirlpool. You've heard of this whirlpool before because the people of the Karain warned you about it. Ships get absorbed into it. It has been there as long as the people of the Karain know. They don't know how long it's been there, but it has been a whirlpool that sucks ships down. It's called the Black Eye.
Not to be confused with the brown eye.
So,
That feels like a portal into a plane of water. It is also near the Isle of Dread. Very close. Maybe the Isle, because the Isle of Dread itself is maybe what, 35 miles away
Yeah.
from the Karain.
I don't suppose you've learned water breathing.
that's why we rely on you, isn't it, Captain?
Yeah, about that. Got rid of that a while ago.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, wisdom this
So if you
time.
got set on fire, you're gonna start drowning.
On dry land. I hope not. 23.
23. Let me see if you succeed. I need to find out.
You were drowning. We gave you CPR.
King in
or
yellow.
whatever. We got your back and you're fine. But we didn't go to the hospital to get it suctioned out the rest of the way. So why don't you just drown? It's a thing apparently.
Huh, DC was 22. You feel something reach out. You are under the effects of mind blank. So you feel like you're pretty much immune to most of the harmful effects. But what you did do is you pulled your mind out, your vision out, before something else that was deep in the water noticed your presence.
So the fact that it's apparently been there for a while makes you think that maybe that particular Titan hasn't been taken by Hester yet. If it's, say, been like stuck in this place, like the Fire Titan was stuck in the volcano for who knows how long before it got plucked out of there. So maybe might have an easier time if we were to try to cleanse.
Does he need to be cleansed if he hasn't been taken?
Or still gone insane or something.
Yeah,
That's
from
why
the
the burning of
blighted
land
burn.
is rather destroyed.
Faster's been taking them and double crazy-fying them. That's good to know.
So that's also over by the Isle of Dread.
Yeah. What tier is this spell?
Contact other plane is 5th level.
Oh, nice. You got several slots.
I've used them all up now, but I presume I could upcast that one also.
You can upcast it.
Where's the windy one at?
Okay, I'll
Seems fine. You didn't burst into flames or
6th
don't even
level
look wet.
wind one. No, thank you, Erica. You can give me that inspiration from across the room, thank you.
I touch you and give you some guidance as well.
No, he'd rather poke you in the ear. Lick your ear.
That's how it works. It doesn't work any other way.
But remind me, guidance. What does that do?
It gives you a D4 to add to a roll. Ability. You can add one ability check of his choice. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll do another Arcana.
Yep, another Arcana.
You feel the Heartless Queen's blessing upon you.
That's not comforting.
a wise
I
decision.
could do less.
Okay. That's 28 there. So.
Using all your spells, we're gonna go somewhere and take a nap anyway beforehand.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I'll use the guidance to see if I can't bump that up over the 30. With 4, that's 32 to locate the Wind Titan, the Air
Okay.
Titan.
Make me a wisdom saving throw again. You know the DC now is 22.
It's nope, okay, that's 24. Okay.
Nice.
24.
Sword and walked away.
After he bursts into
Smoke,
flames
come back
and
here!
he's like, I'm done.
Instead, our vision
Smoke, get out of the closet.
is sent north. Far north. On the western tip of the Isle of Dread, atop a 4,000-foot mountain that overlooks the ocean, you see the very tip of this peak, which now is the highest peak since the plateau is gone.
Mm.
You see clouds dancing around the tip of it, like a halo on an angel's head, turning angrily.
Heart.
Yeah, fire, water, air.
So
earth,
far, you have
and fire.
looked for Mandragora the Dawn Titan. You have looked for Ohydra, the corrupted Ohydra. Ohydra, thank you. You've looked for, and now you've looked for, Jesus, what is his name?
So are all of them just living on the Isle of Dread? Is that what this sounds like? Or at least nearby?
When you do look at that, you don't see it. You're seeing a portal into the plane of air. At this point, you're starting to realize you're seeing gateways to where they are on the planes, not to them.
Okay. Is there a portal to the fire plane in the volcano? I don't remember. I thought it was like it was.
Weren't sure. You never dug that deep. You saw Mandragora the Dawn Titan.
I saw it, yeah, because I was in the ethereal. And saw him.
Can visit
The
Joy for an easy gate to the plane of lightning.
That's a good point.
If that is where they are.
you were looking at the Elder Tempest. That is
I
the air
still
one.
do have the amulet of the plains that I ripped off that gnome.
An amulet of planes?
Amulet of the plains. It's a attunement item.
Mm-hmm. Just lets you shift to any plane, or what?
Name a location that you are familiar with or another plane of existence.
Wow. Handy. Ish.
Is there anything else you're doing?
2 more titans to try to find.
Welcome to Give the World, but see if any of them are here. Not just in a different plane.
Double check, but I got this. This is gonna eat up most of my high level spell slots for the day. But yeah, I'll
It's only breakfast.
Earth or Thunder. Which one, Smoot?
You can also do Arcane Recovery as well.
Well, we do wind and fire. We're gonna do earth.
Earth. Okay, yeah. I'll next try to find the Earth one.
Have some more guidance from the Heartless Queen. I don't think you used yours last time,
Nope.
but still there.
Doing it anyway.
Just
I am doubly inspired and doubly creeped out.
Which one, the Earth Gate?
Yes,
As
the
reported
Earth
by
one.
Rosie.
Ogremok, I think is his
Yeah.
name.
Go ahead and go ahead and roll a Arcana.
Kinda, for that one is 23.
Matata.
I'll do the inspiration on top of that. Ooh, that's an 8, so 31.
31, nice. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oof. That's, thank God it's wisdom. That's
It's
23.
good that you're good at wisdom.
3. You keep making it.
So far. Only one more after this, I could go around.
On the east side of the island, far to the north, close to, but farther away from, I would say it is.
It's probably why the convergence of elements was on the island, right?
Probably. Now that I think about
About
it.
25 miles away from the volcano, to the east, you see an eroded island, which is 48 miles north of the Isle of Dread, but about 25 miles to the east of the volcano. You see the isle looks completely blasted, like it is rocky, it is broken up. But near the middle of the island, you see which you could only guess is a gorge into the earth, right? But it keeps going down and down and down, as if it's digging through the Underdark. So it's a giant, flat, blasted landscape, except for a giant gorge near its middle that just dives deep down. And that is into the plane of Earth. It's a sinkhole. There you go.
Okay.
So when we looked before, the Fire Titan wasn't gone. He just stepped back inside the fireplace. Before we saw him hanging out outside.
There's like somebody here, I just had to use the restroom. I thought someone came into my volcano.
What do you think lava is?
Oh God, oh jeez. Alright, well then, one more to go. I'm guessing it's gonna be somewhere above the isle, somewhere in the
For
clouds.
thunder? Right?
Thunder? Like, I don't know actually.
That's Where's the noisiest place on the island?
Nowhere at the moment.
The Mwongi tribes.
Yeah, I'll do it once more and try to locate the Thunder Titan. If anyone wants to, I got your guidance still. You got any more inspirations
Yes.
to dish out?
Yep, sure will.
Okay.
We'll do the noise.
Doesn't count if you don't do the noise.
That's better.
Ooh, that is 29. I'm gonna throw the guidance on top of that. Just 33.
Crushing the guidance rolls, damn.
I know, right? Why didn't you do that the first time?
I forgot, mostly.
So 33 Arcana.
33.
You were doing
33
so-
Arcana.
You do
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
What is it saying? Ooh, I'm gonna use the inspiration for that one. Okay, so that's 21, 20, 24.
24. You remain undetected.
I really like to see what some of these would do to you.
I don't.
100,000 miles into the sky, out into space, you see a flying island of the Rakasta people, flying out back home. Your vision scopes down upon that central engine I described that fluttered and spurted with large amounts of magical energy. In its core is a portal to the plane of thunder and electricity, the lightning plane. It is not quite outside the galaxy, but it's far, far out there. But you do know now that that portal directly goes to wherever he is. So you might have to try to find a way there.
Start working on our
Flying ship.
space
ship.
project.
Yeah.
Better have some
Space
good
program.
engines. We got some ground to make up.
Yeah.
Some
We
space to
need
make
something
up.
that'll shuttle us out there into space.
Need Rutherford to build a big fish bowl to put over the ship to contain our air.
It's like water, where where you can you put it in and
Yeah.
the air stays in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way with space, right?
Yeah.
Clearly.
Space? Space? Wanna go to space? Space? Wanna go to space? Space? Space!
So far, our past experiences there haven't been great. So I don't know that
I mean, mine was fine.
you weren't.
I'm gonna go
suffocating
warm
on a
up
moon
some
being
coffee.
chased by a
You
giant
guys
purple
let me
worm.
know whatever it is you guys are thinking about. But so far, you've realized most of the places that seem to be portals to wherever their domain is
The question is, how close?
appear to be on the Alidrib, which makes sense given what you were told a while ago.
That would only apply if we remember what we were told.
That's true. That's true. If it helps, both in game and out of game, it was years ago.
Ugh.
Anybody want coffee or anything while I'm up there?
No, thanks.
No thanks.
Could you pee for me?
You know what? I will be in your coffee.
Not what I asked for, but sure.
Prefer cream in the coffee.
No, I don't want to know.
Oh, my diluted.
No. I really don't want the Arnold Palmer either.
So, I presume trying to scope the fire one again is probably going to point to that volcano.
Yeah, if you're more successful, it's probably the volcano.
Yeah.
So, I was hoping for something more like, hey, here's where they actually are, but being deities of a sort, it makes sense it wouldn't necessarily be on the same plane.
Interesting, though. So the one we saw in the temple before, the one at Salt Marsh, the
Salt wave?
Peppercorn? Isn't it?
What that is that I keep knocking off of my
question of how close these portals would get us to where we need to go in the plains versus just shifting there.
Maybe we just check out one and see how it goes.
So if Smoot can get us there, I can always do a return trip once a day. Or if someone else uses Smoot's necklace,
Somebody else can have it.
either one.
I am not unattuning my stuff.
I haven't opened a tomb that's locked, actually.
I can lend it to your self.
It's mine. What's Moots is mine. Yes.
I am he and he is me, cuckoo choo.
Probably gonna have to get a different sword before too long. We'll see.
Yeah, depending on how time works in the other planes too. That could be another risky thing, like with the Fey courts, where
Very true.
we pop in and then we pop back out, where Maxis has already ascended to godhood.
Yeah, that is a fair thing to keep in mind. We could wait till after we have access to this too. I mean, it's not like it's
Yeah, I mean, at least,
anything incredibly pressing.
yeah. Well, we now know for sure where, maybe not where the Titans are exactly, but what would take us a shortcut that would lead us to them pretty directly.
I mean, does it take us to them actually, or does it just dump us off the plane?
That's the question. Is it worth going to those spots versus just shifting there?
You rolled a 30, so I'll give this. You think it is their domain. So it's their spot,
It's their house in the plane. Okay.
which
Or land.
is helpful.
It's definitely
but-
closer.
Definitely, like, the Thunder one's going to be tough, so you might be hunting in the plains to find that one.
Yeah.
Call up the mummy lord. Excuse me, sir. Could you toss us into your engine?
It's like, one of you dropped a wallet before you left if you want to come back for it.
And if we plane shift, it'd be like hunting in Colorado.
Alternatively, well, not alternatively, but instead of going hunting after the Titans, at least the ones that Aster has turned, we can maybe lure somewhere, like set a trap with like, oh no, I'm the helpless person branded with the yellow sign. I hope nobody finds me.
We could wait until Haster gathers them all together into one place, like sort of concentrates them. In a camp, maybe? And then just get them all at once.
Yes, but no.
Let's play Duck Duck Goose with the elements and.
You lay a trap with, like, some kind of, like, magical gas or something.
Yeah.
That sounds about
And
right.
we might get dirty, so there's going to be showers.
Jesus Christ.
Send out invitations, inviting
Someone
visitors.
Can you not
cancel this man on,
post
someone cancel this man on Twitter.
I'm not even on Twitter.
That's true.
Yeah, it's called X now.
Jesus. Yeah, thank you for the correction.
All the cool kids. use
Young
threads.
Elon.
It's called Truth Social.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I may just post our episodes out there just to fuck with the Republicans.
I mean, it would be accepted there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God, yeah, let's hard pivot. Let's go full Shapiro, man.
Oh,
Let's just-
Shapiro.
I mean, between there and 4chan.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go cleanse these titans of the snowflake lefty ideology.
Woke be gone. Bunk.
And apparently, if we go to the temple, a good chance at least one of them will show up. But that also means we have to go to the temple.
Yeah, that's not something though. Very enthused to go to right away.
There was that nice gnome lady. I'm sure we could ask nicely who would put us back there.
I know a great wizard that could teleport us.
You know what? If you can find Morty again, go for it.
Actually, I
let's
wonder
go
if
for
Morty's
another
alive.
random teleport.
Yeah, was it Morty that they killed, or was that one of the other?
That was one of the other.
Okay.
But also, Morty was on with Barovia, which has kind of had a rough time recently.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So I do wonder if he's even alive.
I'm sure somewhere Morty still.
I'm gonna try to
The
scry
gods
on
look
Morty.
after. The gods look after fools.
Sure, go for it. Now, let me
Okay, I've done it.
let me roll a save. He either resisted your spell, or he's dead. One of the two.
That narrowed it down well.
Actually, will Scribe locate a dead body? I was curious.
Ooh.
I think in the past it's done.
I mean, I think so.
What?
At least I think, like, yeah, with the village of the Green Dragon, like, I tried scrying on where the Green Dragon was and saw, like, its remains, I think. Way long ago.
I mean, it doesn't specify.
Yeah, I guess I'll give it
It's
to you.
the target.
When you scry, you see the shattered, broken body
Stop it.
of a much younger, much more virile-looking wizard. Well, he's probably younger then. He is right now ice and snow blasted, and his broken body lays along the side of a mountain.
So the captain got him.
I don't remember doing this,
Of a
but I
snow-
did have some
of a
nights where I
snow-capped
blacked out.
Outside of it, you look around the mountain, you're not familiar. Roll me. Do you have survival or nature?
Yeah, I am good at survival, actually.
Roll a survival.
I survive every day.
Somehow.
No, I ended up like, I was like, I'm going to train at this because we were going around the Isle of Dread and we all sucked at it. It was great. Skills.
Why should we have useful skills?
Right?
Skills. germane to traveling? An exploration game? No. No, not in my house.
Form a pirate ship crew with these people who aren't sailing.
I'm taking tap dancing.
21. You've seen Mount Gaucus. It loomed above Barovia. His broken body lays somewhere on the snow-capped mountain top of Mount Gaucus. It looks like it's more like along the side, right? You're not sure how the body got here. Maybe it was flung. Maybe it fell. And he
murdered? Was he just confused and accidentally iced himself up there? We'll never know.
roll me a medicine check.
Oh.
Right?
Medicine, my strong skill. 12.
12. There's a giant arrow sticking out of his chest, so.
I can't jump to conclusions.
Thank God you rolled high enough.
I've taken a lot of arrows.
So we swing by, pick up his remains, reincarnate him.
Throw them in the pot, make a stew.
He somehow becomes the cauldron of creation. They gain sentience.
That'd be awesome.
Decadic, in your studies, did you learn much about the planes and time, anything like that? You did go to wizard school after all.
Yes, I'm sure I did, Captain. What specifically are you wondering?
Does time pass weird in those?
Yeah,
any of those
are the
planes,
elemental
like-
planes, are they like the Fey realms where time passes differently? Where if we went into one, so much more time could pass?
What's your passive arcana score?
Passive Arcana, my modifier is 11.
11. Okay, so.
And I am proficient, obviously.
Yeah. I'll give you with a passive plus 11 to your roll. I'm not going to make you roll for it. Time mostly passes the same in those planes. You do run into odd issues the deeper you get in there. Time starts to break down a little bit, but it's not as terrible as it is in the Fey realms, right? It would be a little bit worse in some realms that would oppose time. Time is exact and unchanging the closer you get to the plane of law. And the elemental planes are closer to the planes of chaos. So time can get a little wibbly wobbly, but it's not going to be as bad as it was with the Fae. Where the Fae realms are pure chaos.
Okay.
Right. So
if we were to jump into one and come back days later, we wouldn't be too late where Bravaxis is already a guide.
it shouldn't be that bad. I mean, in the worst of it, you might be losing 2 days for every one if you get close to the heart of the plane, right? But that's deep in there, and that's more of a different issue of like surviving that deep in the plane of fire, not being a fire elemental or earth, same.
Another important point.
Good news, Captain. Time's the same in here as it is out there.
Now the thing is like the planes of fire, it's not quite those planes. It's not like a pit of lava, right? They're just more like this, except it gets hotter and drier. Towards the heart of the plane of fire, it would be like you're walking on lava, right? But on the most outskirts of the plane of fire, it's like a desert, right? That kind of thing. The city of Brass is a familiar setting on the plane of fire that most wizards are familiar with because it is a place that people can meet to do trading.
What?
Oh, hi.
She's like, is there anything edible up here?
Yes, but not for you.
But of course, looking for a specific elemental's domain is difficult to find.
Yeah.
Like,
You just
it's a
put the city
domain.
of Brass
They're
in the map.
specifically hard to find. But not impossible.
Hello, fellow fire elementals. Do you know where the Titan is? By
So,
chance?
the easiest way to get there is to go through. But,
Okay.
those are also the most known locations. You're going through the front door. So if the cult did have a presence, it's an easy assumption all of you would assume. If the cult did have a presence there, they would be at the front door.
You go back to Freeport. Find Brother Dean, the one Haster cultist, who's like a used car salesman.
Yes.
You're like, can you get us into the back door of the club, possibly? You're one of the cool guys, right? You know what that is.
The employee entrance.
Service elevator. Well, we know that now.
Otherwise, I don't know of any good ways to lure them out necessarily. It's a few weeks to fly out to their little dread, isn't it?
Yeah, which
Then we'd have
probably
to-
faster with
yeah.
our flying ship, but yeah, it'd still be
A week.
Yeah.
We could just go to the temple.
Might as well go knock on the front door if we're gonna knock on the front door.
Yeah.
Go to the front door.
Yeah.
Ring the doorbell.
Just like running past our serene camera and be like, hi! Oh, is this your Amazon package? We'll just take this, thanks.
Go see the Queen in Yellow again if she's still hanging out there.
Oh yeah, Malaya Arcona, that's right, yeah. That's...
Hi. What you got?
Well,
Okay, one more
What?
contact other play. Can I try to scry / contact other play Malaya Arcona, the Rakshasa bitch that was Varric's girlfriend in the last campaign, the one that's the number 2 in the Aster cults.
Yeah, you can try to contact other plane with her.
Anything to help, guys? Lift.
the Heartless Queen's blessing.
Thank
upon
you.
When you're unsure, just look to her for guidance. Hope it's a good day.
I'll give you a bless.
What level are you casting it at?
This will be. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it at 9th level, just to give myself the best possible chance here.
Okay.
And what's Bless do? Remind me again.
Stuff.
Lots of stuff.
It's attack roll or saving throw. You roll a d4.
Okay, that could be useful for that then.
Bless. Well, I mean, yeah, it would add to a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got Bless, Bardic Inspiration, and Guidance.
So you can roll the Arcana with the Guidance and the Bardic Inspiration if you wanted.
Yes. That's 22. So I'll go ahead and use Inspiration to bump that up further. Ooh, only 23. So I'll blow Guidance on that.
Well, Bless doesn't add to skill checks. Oh, you're
No,
doing the Guidance.
Guidance,
Okay,
yeah. Which 2, so 25 for Arcana total.
25. It's like it's Baldur's Gate 3. You're stacking all of the...
I'm to everything I can get here.
Right. What was the total?
25 total.
25. 25. That was the second best result.
Yeah. And then Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. It's higher for 3 reasons.
1, fuck you. 2, fuck you.
That's go ahead and use the bless on top of that. Okay, that's 24 wisdom save.
24 wisdom save?
Yeah.
Okay. Not good enough.
Did you do the plus 4?
20. Not good enough.
That is, I mean, a +4 on top of your bless.
Yeah, because of my aura.
Oh, right. So that'd be 28 then.
28. Okay. 28 does make it. You don't get any of the negative side effects.
Phew.
Let me look up something, though.
Just the positive side effects.
Just like, yeah.
I have to look up the character sheet of the King in Yellow. Okay.
It's like, yes, I found her, guys. By the way, have you seen the other side?
Why are you wearing yellow?
First form.
It's a reversible cloak. You never noticed?
It is a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
It's fall colors.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC?
Yeah.
It's 19.
19. Okay. Great. Your vision flies forward to the Temple of Elemental Evil. It flies through. You pass through so many doors and chambers. It's hard to pinpoint what's going on. Before it was nice, smooth transition, a zoom in. You're able to tell distances, right? It's almost like you had a nice overhead. And it purposely you were able to guide yourself along barriers that you knew. This is it's giving you the exact location, but in super fast forward. It is hard to pin everything out. And
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, and it's not so much where you could like slow it down. It's blurring together, right? Like Willy Wonka through that, but you could pick up pieces as they fly by, right?
Is that a bird getting its head chopped off? What?
Your vision stops at a large central chamber. And you are literally looking upon the visage of Haster, the King in Yellow. Except this Haster has breasts and a tigress tail. But there's a problem. First, you think your vision is blurry. Maybe you were jostled too quickly. But then it focuses and you're sure of it. 6 golden masked figures turn their heads towards you. The only difference is each one of them has different colored eyes. One has gold eyes. One has red. One has deep, dark brown. One has blue eyes. One has eyes as clear as the sky. One has glowing, flickering eyes. Each of them stares at you, and they reach out. Your spell protects your mind from being racked by the psychic energies being sent out. They see you. That should not be possible. You are under the mind blink spell. That is considered impossible thing to do. Impossible by those that touch 9th sphere magic, but not those that touch 10th. Gods. Demigods. Demigods, so not gods. You see 6 avatars of Haster, the King in Yellow, and they start to step forward. Your mind reels back. Protected, but you slingshot back into your body. You, at this point, are convinced you guys could, at any point, go and fight King in Yellow. You know where he is. He's in the temple. You could easily get there. You could be fighting 6 of them at one time. I want you to roll another Arcana check. This is to put something together.
16.
I'm going to have to let Johnny put that together. So you come back into your body. Your vision right now is blurry. It's like it's dancing a little bit. Just as your mind's starting to coordinate back with where your soul was. Anyway, the scene is again yours.
Why are there 2 smoots? And no, I'm not talking about you, Aragorn. Oh.
I almost had him.
Good news and bad news, Captain. I have found a much shorter way we could confront the Titans. The bad news is They are all turned to Pastor's will in the Temple of Elemental Evil. I saw 6 figures. That includes Malia Arcona, right? She was one of the 6 figures.
One of them you recognize because it was very nondescript, clothed figures, right?
Mhm.
But the central one, the one with the golden eyes, had breasts and a tigress's tail.
Obviously lightning.
Yeah. Lives ya Thunderstruck. So. So we could go in through that way and take on all 6 of them at once. But honestly,
Remember when we saw 2 Orcuses?
yes. Wasn't it 3? I swear it was the 3rd one also there.
It was 3.
It was 3.
I think they summoned one during the fight. It might actually be easier to go after them individually through the planes they each belong to rather than all at once.
But if they're in the temple, they aren't on the plains, are they?
That's true, but no.
Convergence of elements somehow link all of them together? I feel like the Elemental Evil Temple has to have had its problems for longer than that.
Being demigods, possible they could be both here and in their own planes. It probably requires further research on my part to determine how that would work.
I'd love to do religion, but I'm not trained.
Let's see. Skills.
Otherwise, because there would be... Would there be a library in the Wizard's Tower at the keep here that I could potentially, like, spend downtime, like, researching, seeing if I could better...
Yeah. Yeah, there is a library that comes to the Wizard's Tower.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's ever used the books, so.
There's just one book, and it's Lothalita.
It's what?
Lothalita.
Somehow it keeps finding its way back.
Most of the books you take off the shelf, it doesn't even open, it's just decorative.
Encyclopedia Gulasea.
Wolflita, Orclita, Goblita. What? No, please stop.
Last one. Decada. Wake up in your bed.
Trademark archive of our own. Where is that from?
Well, definitely going into the temple and confronting all 6 sounds like absolute suicide.
Yes, like the kind that would actually kill us all this time. I imagine that even taking out 1 or 2 separately from the rest would significantly increase our odds of success.
I mean, we've been to the volcano, at least specifically, so I've got a better shot of teleporting there successfully. Not perfect, but a better shot.
I mean, we could always reincarnate Morty.
That way we can be a new Hope. Well, I suppose you should do some research. I'll rest and at least see if I can get us closer to the teleport, poke our head into the element of fire from the volcano, see if we can give us an idea of what we're going to if we don't, even if we don't commit, because we can always teleport back.
Yeah. So, I think that'll be what I spend at least the rest of this day is reading in the library at the tower to better understand, like, the whole playing versus physical. You know what we're trying to figure out. Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a research check for the rest of the night. Let's just make it a flat Arcana check.
Really miss my portents. I had my portent stack. Ooh, okay, that's 29.
29.
Nice.
Reassessing your memory, looking back at the different types of magic, elemental magic, some of the stuff that you've kind of seen before, some of the visual clues. The process of creating an avatar, right? It's normally a long process. There are two ways of creating an avatar. Either you can make a body, like his ex-girlfriend did. Sesifa did. You can make a physical body using a lot of magical means or something like that, or you can use a powerful entity, right? This has to be a high CR creature, a creature capable of containing that kind of magic, right? Both are very difficult to do, like what Sesifa was trying to do. Sesifa was essentially using the power of like a sacrifice god's domain, right? Was to empower the process to create an avatar, right?
A lot of souls for that soul.
A lot of souls.
Yeah.
A lot of souls. Souls is a slow way to do it, but it's possible. It's a slow trickle feed instead of one big boom. And that's where your mind goes, one big boom. What are big, powerful things that you can siphon off of to create an avatar, a link to Haster? The elemental princes. He's linking them. He's vacuuming off their power to create a conduit for himself, to empower an avatar here. A lot like Orcus did, right? And there were multiple Orcuses running around. Each of them of a separate mind and a separate body. They had physically different bodies, slightly different powers. But each one of them was Orcus, right? There are 6 Hasters here. There's 5 elemental princes. You're not sure the 6th one, the one with the golden eyes, you think is the actual real one. The rest of them are just dolls.
Okay.
Other Hasters, lesser Hasters, made using the elemental prince's power to do that. So,
And what are these? Is Elemental Prince the same as the Titans, or is this a different?
yes,
individual?
the Titan. It's another word for
Just,
the
yeah,
Titans.
make
The
it
elemental
clear.
princes, Titans, those creatures. So you think that they are there, maybe just like the other creatures that have been siphoned off before with similar things. They're either captured or bound or controlled in some way, like
Right, so does that mean someone's siphoning off the king or the Summer King? Or would it be trying to siphon his power to support a...
and that's
Capture.
where the one with the golden eyes comes from. What's something that's stronger than the elemental princess that could fuel the first one? That would be the Summer King. So you think wherever the Summer King is, he's the one that created the conduit to create the one with the golden eyes. The stronger of them. The one that is currently embodying. Starts with an A. The Arcona woman, right? The rest of them you think are just Rakshasas. Rakshasas are powerful creatures. They could contain the magic. Rakshasas are legendarily powerful. They're immune to most magic.
So if we were to find the Summer King and free him so he wasn't being siphoned off of anymore.
That would take care of the one with the golden eyes, which is the stronger one. You just have to find him, and you'd have to try to free him. You think the other elemental creatures, one of them had red eyes, obviously fire. One had eyes the color of the sky, obviously wind, etc., etc.
Okay.
Each one of those, you could tell there was a piece of its magic, right? Like the unique Orcuses.
Okay. So it figures in the temple were other Rakshasas siphoning off the princes who are being kept back in the plains that they're...
You think that, yes, they're probably in their domain, in their planes, probably being guarded by Hasterian priests. They're probably still mad, right?
Yeah.
But they found a way to siphon off their power, which makes sense. They're probably locked there. They're probably not going anywhere. So you're probably not going to be able to lure them out.
Okay.
But that's what you think it is. And that's just literally just throwing their power there, right? Like a power cord, right? They're just plugging in to it. Definitely the staff is a way to unplug that cord, right? But of course, the thing that comes to mind is, as soon as that cord comes unplugged, the other 5 that are there are going to know. When one of 6 of them all of a sudden like, I've got all this godly power, I'm not a god anymore. Low deduction on what's going on. So you think as soon as you start this process, they're immediately going to go there and shore up their positions. So the only way to be able to make sure that this goes off without a hitch is you'd have to hit multiples at the same time. Because as soon as you start that process, that's going to be a problem. And as soon as you start off that thing of TNT, you're going to be dealing with a lot of hasters. You're probably going to have a little while until the first one goes. But as soon as the first one goes, the rest of them are going to panic and rip cord back.
Seem very viable for us to take out.
Yeah.
All of these at once across separate planes, no less.
We need a whole bunch of staffs.
Yeah, that as well.
You need to get the
We left that
multiverse
one
involved.
back in the city.
Let's get the multiverse involved.
Yeah.
We'll go back in time, get our earlier selves with the staffs.
Strong can probably help us with that. I mean,
Yeah.
he's an old hand at it
No
by this
problem.
point.
We
A
got
new
this.
hand, or both. Who knows? Now with
Now that's really not a bad idea.
so with Gulasea, like the actual deity Gulasea, who the Titans, do the Titans derive their power from Gulasea, right?
Yes. She is the equivalent Captain Planet.
Okay, so if we have no idea where she's located at the moment, but if we could somehow find her and use the Staff of Leaf to purify her, would that in effect spread to her Titans, curing them of their madness as well?
With a 29, it's a 50-50 shot. The odds aren't terrible. They're not amazing, though.
Okay.
And that would take care of them being, the Titans being mad. If you were able to find a way to find Gulasea and purify her, you think it's a 50-50 shot that it might affect the other Titans. They wouldn't be mad. They'd still be getting the power drawn off of, but they wouldn't be an enemy anymore.
Yeah. In that case, if we were to free one of them, then at least we have an ally, someone who could help us
Maybe.
shore up against the combined might of so many remaining casters.
We just have to find Gulasea.
Yeah, that's simple enough.
Yeah. Have at it.
Yeah, that's it. We're standing on it, right? The world's Gulasea. All right,
Start scrying.
I'm done scrying for the day.
So the staff, as far as the purification goes, is it just like is it an overtime thing? Is it a boop and you're pure?
You guys got the staff. You can look it up. It's an actual item. You guys can look up the shepherd's crook.
I'll beat you to it.
Yeah, you will. This thing's not
Well, maybe. It's not loading very fast for me either.
Definitely beat us.
Yep.
Got it.
Darn. Oh, it was so close.
Yeah, I was right
Purifying
there.
light 3 times a day can channel the coach's powers. Celestial Purge. Grants the leader the ability to target a malevolent creature or object tainted by dark magic. By focusing your intent, using the coach's power, can perform a targeted dispel good and evil, removing malevolent influences and restoring the target to its original state of purity and goodness. This ability does not require spell components and can be used at will. So, quick, I guess.
Okay.
It seems like. Doesn't say, like, over a period of time.
So, hear me out.
Steal the ship?
You said something that I liked. We're standing on Gulasea.
He's going to say smack the staff on the ground and see if
Purify the world?
Yeah. I mean, we really don't have anything to lose. Because it's not like we run out of charges, because it refreshes every day. It may do nothing. But what if it's that simple?
But I want to overthink. Alright.
Fuck you again.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? We purify, like, a small part of the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the password's the Elvish word for friend. Sure, it's that simple. I mean, I guess maybe we do have the grove, maybe the better chance, like if we use it there, in this lovely place. I doubt it would do it, maybe. It would give us...
Well, if it helps for like context, Celestial Purge is essentially is dispel good and evil.
Yeah.
The purifying light is the power that'll probably undo a curse.
Okay.
Right. So the other one just allows you to basically dispel good and evil at 9th level. Like
So then the
that
other
way.
one is, it's...
3 times a day.
We have an
3 times a
entity that we see.
Yeah,
That's the other
you have to
one.
roll to hit him with the beam, and if you hit him, no check, it's off, and it will take anything off. It'll purify anything. The other one is dispel good and evil, which is a damn good spell. And you just get that at one go, just by wielding the staff.
So is there I don't see one. Is there any requirement to wielding this? Do you have to be good or something?
That's a good question. It's been a while since I've looked at
It
this.
doesn't specifically say here, although like
Let me see. Attunement description, none. Maladek wielded it, so that says something.
On his own mind.
Do you
he's
have to
good
be
for
evil to
yeah,
wield
so-
Uh,
What's good and evil in abstract context, really?
I would say you probably wouldn't be able to wield it if you're like if you're a Corian priest, right? It would probably like burn through you like butter. But anybody else, as long as you're not like closely attined to a god of like curses, you're probably good. Anyone can wield it. It's just purification. Even evil has its own purification. That's why it's dispel good or evil, right?
you've become too charitable lately.
Yeah, anybody can bathe in the blood of virgins for evil's sake, right? You
What
know,
about for
if
good's
you ever
sake?
played the Dark Urge, I'm sure you can understand that. That's a Baldur's Gate 3 reference.
Yeah.
You can be more evil. Put your elbows on the table. Chew with your mouth open.
Don't say thank you for the meal.
Don't tip.
Jesus Christ.
In fact, write something on it that you say is a tip. Like, smile more.
Or one of those fake $20
You know what's
bills. You
weird?
open up, it's a Bible verse.
Yeah, like people think that's a good thing. Like that's like horrible.
Yeah.
Like this person gets $4 an hour. Like what the fuck are you doing?
That one lady who wrote, like, I give 10% to God, why should I give you 15 or whatever?
Like those people are bad people. They're like, oh,
Just
we're
don't go.
Trump.
Just don't go.
Yeah.
Fine. Anyway, those people are probably sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
It's been a while since we mentioned that.
Or War Thunder.
Yeah. Oh, is that the new one? Nice. Anyway, you guys let me know if you guys need anything. I'll take another donut.
Okay.
Will you?
Well, anybody wanting to use the crook?
I'm still curious. I don't think it'll work.
Try it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll have some other weird effect, like, I don't know, flash of insight. I don't know.
Maybe.
Sounds great.
Okay. You take the staff. You have to attune to it, but you can utilize it.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, it'd probably be really good for you.
You point it at the ground.
It says,
The
give the
beam of
lizard man
energy-
all our good shit. He takes the crown of winter and then the staff of leaf.
Oh, good point. Never mind.
That's so funny.
Now, let me give you this. It doesn't have the effect you want.
Okay.
But describe what it looks like when you utilize the crook. Right? This staff made of unicorn horn. Multicolored. Made almost look like it's made of like a rainbow-like light.
Okay. So, I'm like the kitty you mentioned. I'm gonna go to the Grove because it feels like the most earthy place to be. Place where maybe most in tune with Gulasea. Even though not necessarily because Gulasea's kind of all together. But lizard logic.
Right.
Take the staff like Johnny Appleseed, just poke every square
Yes.
inch of the earth until we cover the entire planet.
Gonna hold the staff and because it'll shoot a beam, right? Because it'll.
Like Indiana Jones.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna put it in the ground.
Make sure you adjust the height so it's in the right place.
And then will it to shoot the beam into the ground near the grove. Or in the grove.
Okay. The effect you want doesn't happen. The god Gulasea is not purified. But the ground itself is sanctified.
Thank you.
So it's purified, right? You feel the sanctity of the magic of the grove grow a little bit stronger, right? You're probably certain that all waters, if there's groundwater down there, it's been purified. Right?
Holy water.
Yes.
Holy water well.
Ooh.
If there's a vampire down there, he's having a bad day, right?
Way down the Underdark, out of nowhere.
Like a fucking beam of light goes and smokes this dude.
Whoa.
Everyone's like, oh, I guess
After
fuck
10,000 years, I'm free!
Who did Stan piss off? Woo.
A little bar
May
just pops
vampire
up.
god
10
strike.
XP. What?
Why do I see a health bar that's slowly getting smaller and smaller?
If I'm lying, may vampire god strike me down.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
He was told the truth, y'all.
Is that vampire Jesus who's vampire god?
So, yeah, that's the effect.
Okay. Alright.
You have 2 charges left today.
Okay.
Do me.
No, that's knowing that might be helpful too if like we're ever in a place that's like cursed or has like some sort of like miasma or like an ill effect. Maybe it could help like clear that out or some such if we needed to like.
But that staff can unfreeze me should things go the worst, right?
Sure.
Maybe, yeah. Good chance that is considered an effect. Yeah. It would potentially unfreeze you. I think you'd still be dead, but you'd be unfrozen.
God.
Fatality.
Unfrozen caveman lawyer.
Insinozo.
Right. Well, where do we go about trying to find Gulasea?
I'm sure that's not been a riddle for the ages.
Gulasea is a force between all objects. It binds them together.
We should have asked the Burnians before we left Gulasea. It's like, by the way, where is your mad god? In case we need to visit them.
You
I
do
believe
have-
I'm owed an answer still by the Lady of
Oh yeah,
Answers.
from the book. Yeah.
You are owed 1 answer.
Do I like just generally? I don't know. line of contact.
And Matt, you still have a question you can ask Tony
Technically,
too, right?
Strom does.
Strom can ask one above all.
I think Strom has 2 questions. Don't you have 2 at this point?
He might.
I think so.
Like you oddly enough got another one somehow.
Huh.
I don't know if you used. I know you have at least 1 left.
Yeah,
I don't-
I may
I don't-
have used one, but I know I have one,
Yeah.
at least one left.
You have 1 left. Yeah.
Well,
Strom from the further future pops in and goes, by the way, guys, Gulasea is over that way.
Yeah.
So, you know, bye.
literally, she's hiding behind you. Every time you turn around, she's just sneaking.
Nice. What do you mean? Saya, is that who you actually have been this whole time? It's like a fucking witch doctor from Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like Calypso, whatever the fuck, the whole time.
So I don't have very. I'm trained in religion as an 8. So can I get a starting point on that, on what I know about Gulasea being missing, and like, I don't know how much we really. I don't remember how much we know.
Yeah,
aside
none
from
of us
she's-
are like
Okay.
Bernie and
Just general religion check.
Yeah,
Are you proficient in religion?
I am.
Okay. So you can go ahead and make a roll.
9 total. I got a 1. It's a good roll.
You know the classics, right?
Apparently she's missing.
You know about the blighting of Burn. You know that the god was turned mad. That she turned the earth and sky against each other, right? That her children went mad. That her followers also went mad around that time if they were in a certain radius of her. But outside of that, it's where she is. You would assume, based off a 9, maybe in the Blight of Burn somewhere, which is an entire, like, an island an area bigger than Texas. Right?
She's in the Temple of Elemental Evil also.
Yeah, you know the pop culture version of the story. So
So it
Who
said
is-
it was the true story.
Doctor Who is a Time Lord. Their name is Doctor Who. I know that for sure.
Okay, well, I need to figure out how to get a hold of the Lady of Answers. Because I cannot do sending. Does Decade at Cavaney long distance calls available still?
Well, I thought she
Not until after
she gave
9.
you like a book you could like write a question in, and she would like respond back in the book, like
Mhm.
That's right.
like Tom Riddle diary
I
style.
need to keep better track of what's in my bag. Almost got a crown stolen once because of it.
In one timeline, you did.
Alright. Well, I will open my book and write my question of where can we find Gulasea?
The goddess, the deity.
It's goddess, yes, I'll specify.
Durr.
Gulasea is
You're
all
standing on it,
around.
moron. Booking nights.
Good question.
Camera zooms out. The whole planet is like the tip of one of our fingers.
In the book, an image starts to be sketched. This is an image you've seen before. You see an upside down mountain flying in the sky with a black tower at its bottom and a city upon its top. City of El.
City of Perpetual Light.
The black tower is a circle. There's a little arrow pointing
Words.
At the top,
Okay.
and at the top it says the city of El.
So we gotta go visit a lich.
Yeah. And navigate an underground labyrinth.
I mean, the tower's outside.
I don't think it'll be that easy to get into. Unless Arnhem still has boots of spider climb, he can just walk on upside down under the island.
And then, we'll put something on him so he'll carry all of us
Yeah.
across. Well, that's at least what, on our side of the world, roughly, right?
Yeah. Yeah, L is over in the Magacracy, kind of around here.
Yep.
Actually, we have the knowledge to teleport to there. So as long as we wait a day, because they gave us the, or if you have teleport circle now.
Yeah, you guys actually have
Well, you
the
did,
teleportation circle.
Someone had it.
That's been exposed to you guys. Right?
Yeah.
It sounds like a plan to me.
We've had a busy day of investigation and off to L, I guess.
Just like the Isle of Dread, we keep walking right by the really big subplots in the world here.
The Magocracy of Carthol. And you are talking about the city, the arcane city of L. Loading that up.
Plus, they got a potion shop I can go to. I'm running low on potions.
You do have a potion shop, all right? You haven't got your
Yeah,
fix.
magic
I've got a lot of money
Too.
and none of the things I want to spend it on.
Jesus Christ, it's so sad.
I think
In the keep or the town surrounding the keep, is there a gambling establishment?
In the keep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say.
I want to go to a
I'd say-
gambling establishment and try to fleece some of Smoot's people. Some of my people.
Oh my god.
Different
Okay.
gamble against Lord Smooth.
Not him, other people.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a performance check,
And
a
you
deception
get the
check,
bars,
and a
too.
sleight of hand check.
There, I haven't got to that.
Alright. So perception is 26.
Performance.
Oh, sorry.
Performance,
Next one down.
deception, and then
Performance is still 26.
26.
Deception is 15.
15. Okay.
And sleight of hand is 24.
24. All right. You make 250 copper gambling for the night. You get a pretty darn good haul. Actually, no. You said a 26 in the sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, wait. Let me look again. Because it might have been a 24.
24.
24 for sleight of hand.
Still very high. I will say you make 450 copper for the night. You walk away with a good one. Like your performance was good. People are questioning whether you're Smoot because they've been told you're not, and now you are. So you're like reselling it. Your poker face is very good, especially since you're a lizard man, right? It's very hard to read your expressions. And your sleight of hand, you were
Watch your
able to
cards
like
and your
pull
opponent.
cards out of like your sleeves without people realizing, right?
Out from under your scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were able to like occasionally like steal some copper off the board, and you made it up. You made out very good. You had your rounders night.
Alright. Nice.
Okay.
should give Eric the Lord on a sample so he can look like Smooth.
It looks just like Smooth.
Yes. Why do you sound like that? This is how I sound. Why would you say that?
Smoot just absolutely.
This is how I always sound. Why would you?
Longer S's.
Oh, fuck you guys. Jesus Christ. Oh, alright. Okay. So it is the next day. Is there anything anyone wanted to do that night? That is camera appropriate.
So, aside from burn the casino to the ground.
Yeah. Am I having restful sleep still?
Huh?
So am I having restful sleep still?
Yes.
Okay. That's weird. Wow.
So it's the next day. What are you guys doing?
You're keeping that crook for now, right?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
hold on to it.
I guess off to see.
Though the Burnian lady does want to safeguard that. You're allowed to use it for now, but she wanted to safeguard it for the,
Oh,
the
that's right.
purification process.
Yeah.
It's part of the deal.
We've got a new follower.
So yeah, we'll take her with us and we're going to L and find and possibly purify Gulasea.
for charges. Okay, I have 3 teleport charges.
3 teleport charges. Okay.
All right. Well, next day, are we ready to go?
Leave the ship docked here.
Yeah. Say so.
Short leave. Okay. Well, let's take a quick break because I have to. I did not prepare any of this.
Really?
I know, right? It's difficult to prepare. Like I have it, but you know, I gotta.
Why would you
I gotta
prepare-
put it in hand.
Eddie.
You're supposed to have everything prepared all the time, always.
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 Always. I am a failure. I know. Anyway, after these messages, we'll be right back. Alright, let me turn off. All right. Oh, we're right back. The guys are currently they are shopping in Freehold. We are shopping currently. We have only been back. That's all that's happened since we've been back. They're back in the city of El, shopping in preparation for going after one of the most powerful liches on the continent.
No big deal.
Nice little
To
warm
go-
up.
We're not gonna go
God.
fight him. We're gonna go have a friendly chat.
Oh, okay. We're choosing the evil path. I love it.
Shit. Okay. Well, let's see real quick. You said 90 what thousand?
95,500 copper pieces.
Plus
Just
tax.
shy of 100,000. The most expensive thing they have is the apparatus of Kawash.
Gesundheit.
Isn't that like a scorpion tank
Yes,
or something?
it's a
basically?
scorpion tank. They have a scorpion tank. Yes. I think the second most powerful thing they have is a talisman of pure good.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah. That would not be good for you.
Touch it and die.
Essentially, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hand over 24 of my gems to trade for that staff of power.
Okay. Get rid of 24 that's half of your gems, I think, right?
Oh, that's more than my current, yeah, or more than half of my current.
Yeah.
I've got like 35.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All of Lagan's family members being sold out by the captain.
And I'll do it again.
That'd be fucked up if that is like his family members. Okay, yeah. You pass off the gems, and you have now a staff of power.
I have 11 left. Okay. Neat. Well, I guess I'm good now.
Okay.
I have to rest or something before I can attune to it, right?
No, you just have to take a short rest.
Okay.
So you can attune to it. That's fine. What else are you guys doing while you're in town?
I'd like to speak with Aegis Beloth, the wizard that we helped when we were first in El, who got swapped with his mirror doppelganger and all that fun jazz. Figure he might be able to help us tell us more about the Lich in the Underground Tavern's Labyrinth, and
There could be a tavern there. We don't know.
there's multiple levels. See, they give you a card where you can, get all kinds of different drinks at different levels, right?
Right, because he got back his position as the professor of astrology, I believe. Right. Right. He was the astrology guy, right? He took back his position of astrology, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So you go to Lorehold. You are welcomed in. You guys pretty much have a golden pass inside the city. Lots of kids kind of wave at you. You currently don't see the captain's brother here yet, but you do hear he is somewhere on campus, unless you want to go try to find him. Aegis Veloth is probably. Let me roll to he. Okay. He is currently between classes. So he's probably, he is in his classroom. It looks like he's preparing a couple globes, right? And he's you see a bunch of little floating floating globes, which are mimics of like Gulasea, Gulasea's two moons, a couple other distant planets, right? And you have something that is it looks like a little asteroid that's just kind of floating somewhere in the middle, right? And it looks like he's just kind of preparing like a whole presentation on the astral rotation, and seems like the little asteroid seems to be the focus of this thing, as it's kind of like halfway in the solar system.
We need Bruce Willis.
So hear me out. You're still a spaceship. Go to that other planet, become space pirates.
Yes. Yes.
He doesn't notice you yet. You have not announced yourself, so he's just very busy setting this up. Like he's using Mage Hand, he's using other spells to kind of keep these things in the air and just kind of get them just right. It looks like he's trying to use some illusionary magic to make like the top of it look like like the celestial clouds or whatever, and the blackness of space.
That's a very impressive display there, Professor. Would you need a hand with anything?
He'll turn around and a slightly shocked look on his face, and he's like, Decadic, Thornbrook. Master Thornbrook. What brings you here?
My compatriots and I returned to L to take care of some unfinished business, and wanted to swing by and see how you're doing, and ask for any assistance, any knowledge you might be able to provide us.
Lord Smoot, it's good to hear that you've gotten better. I had been informed that you had been turned into a lizard man.
False news.
And you're Aragar outside. Yes, I am Smoot.
Yes. So, what brings you to Lord? Or have you come to visit the young master? You do not see your captain in tow. He is not in one of my classes this semester. He is more of the entry level. The professor of ritualology, Minora Pandorium. Tiefling gentleman, he will be more than likely the young man's pupil. You have to understand the slow ritualistic process of magic. I'm telling you literally, you're a wizard, you understand. Right to say, and a stout pupil. Most wizards never reach beyond the fifth sphere. You, young Decadic, I have heard, have become a true master. Have you thought anything about taking on the rite of the Black Robe? See if you can become solidified and then verified in your research and adding to academium.
It's a tempting thought, to be sure, but I think that'll be for once my adventuring days are behind me.
You're sowing your wild oats. I would assume you have sowed them already. You have, gentlemen, have accomplished quite more than most others. Spending years in study. I guess those practical field knowledge is, of course, something that is a very earnest motivator and power and, of course, forethought. Of course, the new dean has yet to been elected. Myself, I am in the running for this position. So,
college really worked out for Decadic.
we are going to, of course, elect a new dean soon. You may be looking at the future dean of Lord.
That'd be most impressive.
It's a tight race so far, and I'm not bragging anyone.
Yeah, we're looking to, to notch another adventure on our belt, and perhaps if he could provide us assistance, that might further boost your position in such an election.
Oh, well, you think it would help? I do owe you all dear friends, of course, of Lawhold. Saving the city, of course. Garnered yourself a lot of leeway. Even stayed the execution. They weren't so happy about releasing the old dean, but personally, he was a bit of a nutter. Brilliant, but nutter. Better off without an Escatarian in our midst. And though he was close, he was too dangerous, especially the flying city.
Did you say they stayed the execution?
Oh yes, no, you were wanted for a small time. For freeing the mad mage of El. Little bit of a knuffle, but don't worry. I personally represented you during the trial.
Oh, stayed our execution. Okay.
If only the City of Wizards would have had any way to get in contact with us.
Indeed.
Would have been nice.
Oddly enough, you're very difficult to get in contact with. I believe your ship has some magic blocking magic on it.
Yeah, but we're hardly around.
Good night.
When was the last time we were on the ship?
But we've returned to El because we're interested in further exploring the mines, the underground labyrinth of the city, and possibly confronting this ancient lich we understand has been plaguing El since its very foundations.
You're powerful indeed, but you are my friends. I would not send you to your death. That is a horrible choice. The Ageless Master has been steady in their tower since the founding of the Golden Era, possibly before. He is the first resident of El.
Is he responsible for making this city float?
That is actually a conjecture of debate. But there have been published papers by those seeking the black robes that have supported that it's very possible that he is responsible for the entirety of the city floating. He is for the founding of the city. There are, within the depths of the labyrinth, there have been findings in ancient papers about the first citizen of El and the founders of the 10th sphere. He may possibly even be a user of 10th sphere magic, which is very rare and possibly unknown, or a founder of a codex, or codex sorcery, as some call it, the creating and finding of 10th sphere magic bound within items. Very rare thing to do. I myself have seen and been able to view, not touch, 2 codexes in my time.
Amateur.
Say it. I have one on me. You have one on. Do you have any on you currently?
I have the Codex Terranosis again because my Vizidad didn't die in this timeline.
Nice.
So he unknowingly, you guys have 3 codexes on you right fucking now.
Yes.
That he's bragging about, have seen and distantly studied too. Myself did a paper on the Codex Temporis, of course, theoretical, but the Codex Arquis I personally was able to look at and look at some identification magic on. That one went missing long ago, shortly thereafter, spirited away by thieves.
Yeah, it sounds like you could provide us with much knowledge as to how to navigate the labyrinth and what dangers we may encounter down there.
Are you truly set on going to?
We are.
I would like to persuade you not to go. The possibility that I may dine you and speak to you on this matters and more, perhaps tonight. I truly would like to talk you out of it. No need to throw away such brilliant minds.
Ergar's just like staring off at
Waste of good friends.
Who needs intellectual charisma?
it. Yes.
Friend like me, of course,
This entire
not
time.
compared to your race, but still would be inappropriate to lure you to your deaths if you are steadfast in this endeavor. There is one route that can fast forward you there.
Is it the Mad Mage? Because I heard he died already.
No, the Dean is dead, as much as it upset the entirety of the Imp Mafia. His debt went with him.
The what?
The improv. He had a large gambling debt. We did see him getting
That's
robbed by them before. Yes, that tracks.
There's an
He's crashed their
entire
economy.
mafia of imps that have set up a gambling ring within an L.
That's amazing.
New backup character.
Imp
The
gangster.
dawn of the Imp Mafia.
Yes. Yes.
He'll make
Yes.
him an offer he can't refuse.
But
I can't
You'll
do
come
it.
to me on the day that I pick up my dry cleaning.
when would you wish to endeavor on this expedition?
Well, we have preparations to make, I'm sure. I doubt you could convince us otherwise, but if you wish to discuss us more over dinner, we'd be happy to join you.
And if I have permission to try to persuade you not to go?
I doubt you'll be successful, but it'll be good to have another scholarly chat with a fellow wizard.
Of course. If you would meet me for dinner, of course, I would love to persuade you not to go. And if you are steadfast in your ways, then I will convince the council to let you use the Black Circle. There's an ancient teleportation room within the depths of the basement of Lore. This building existed before its founding. And there is a teleportation circle made of shadows and shades bound in form upon the floor. And you can step upon it and travel through the necrotic realms of shade and shadow and death to the heart of black sand. And you will find yourself teleported to the foot of the Black Tower. To note, it is upside down. You will immediately start falling. So, you may need to make magical preparations to not obey the laws of gravity.
Anything ever come out of that portal? Into the college here, or into Laurel?
The teleportation circle is one way. You will be able to go. To come back, you need to do that among your own power. To note, anything within 200 yards of the tower is immediately targeted by a giant ray of disintegration. But not anything within 30 yards of the tower. The teleportation rune is within 30 yards of the tower. Keep in mind, if you try to leave, it will shoot at you. Teleportation is impossible within 500 yards of the tower. That means if you truly go there, you're in the tower, unless you believe you can make a break for it and not get disintegrated. So far, the tower has won every time. We have exhausted many a mercenary sent to their death.
Erica, you run that way, I'll go this way.
Can't get us both.
Two bees.
Yeah.
Everyone Naruto run, it can't get us out.
Oh God, the Area 51 is your plan. I sent wave after wave of my own men.
We got how many people on our ship? Let's just get them all
How
out
many
here.
charges of disintegration can this tower possibly have?
A surprising amount.
Yeah, depending on who or what is casting this disintegration.
Also, you fall through it if you can't fly or something there, then you just fall past it, hit the range where it starts shooting you, and you get disintegrated as you fall on by. That's real nice.
I do know reverse gravity as a spell.
That'd be helpful.
For up to a minute. It would be helpful, yes. That's its duration.
So, if we go there, and let's assume best case scenario, we defeat the Lich.
Of course.
Or let's be wildly optimistic.
But yes. You've defeated very powerful things before.
If he is responsible for the city flying, does the city have evacuation plans or something there if the city were, say, to fall to keep everyone from dying?
If it was immediate, no. To each man his own ability. It was gradual, yes.
Good to know.
10th level feather fall. Wait, where's Smoot? I need him with me. I can't do it without him.
I need my emotional support smooth.
But is it possible? Yes. But I doubt that such magic is tied to him personally. That would be evil. Probable, maybe. Let me know when you go. Then if you're about to be successful, the sending spell would be appreciated. I can provide you a scroll. Now, if you would like, we are friends. I may be able to provide you shoes of anti-gravity. It's a reverse gravity spell that is reversed. Normally, I give it to my students so that they can experience gravity during the planes. Right, so you can experience all of it. It's a minor enchantment. I do only have 7 pairs, so I would appreciate if you're not able to make them back. Small financial donation would be appreciated. A retainer, if I don't get them back, so I can afford to re-enchant them. I am on a teacher's salary. I am pensioned and tenured, but my stipend is based on the allotment of students. Gaelic, I'm sure you understand how this works, and the rest of you, perhaps.
Well, the captain only needs 1 shoe, so that.
You gotta take the shoe, tie it to the part of my tail, which is most of it.
That is
He needs
good.
both. The left one goes in the bag.
You need to wear both shoes. That it would be a conundrum. But you have magical ability. I'm sure you can find something. And a man of means. I hear the staff of power that has been eyeballed for quite some time in the Lowerhold vault has recently been purchased.
It's like on my back. Yes. Yes.
Price tag still taking out of it.
Word travels fast.
A very rich man. Most people would buy a house, start a family, instead of buying that powerful artifact.
I'm sure I'll have it only for a week or two before I have to break it.
Let's hope you do not have to break it. I have thoroughly read on the devastating effects of that. Not only is it a force of power, it always opens up a plane, a rip in the tear. And it sucks you in.
Yeah, we watched a Noah Marchmage break one. It was looked unpleasant.
An archmage. Who is this individual?
Who was that? It was a
Some
mayor or the head archmaster of
I-
the town far south.
Gendry Eldershaw.
yes, Gendry.
Gendry, yes.
Was he of Catholian make? Perhaps an Astarian? Perhaps a
Nazun.
Caesarian? Hmm?
Lazunian.
An Azunian? Oh, not known for using high magic. They're more practical, mechanical magic. Interesting. Well, he's probably dead now, so I suppose it doesn't matter. So, I will persuade you later tonight. Meet me for dinner. You know my address. My tower is slightly been moved. A little bit closer to campus. You'll be able to see it. He points to it out the window.
Slightly closer, like a couple inches.
Yeah.
Zoning laws are an inch.
Yes. Wizard towers that make you move them. Now that I'm re-enter my position. So, we'll see you tonight for dinner, and all of you eat.
At late noon.
And you're I'm familiar with your palate. You are Rokugarian.
Actually, I don't remember where I'm from. Do you have Fanton? Yes.
A Finton.
Yes.
Is this a dish?
It is quite large, and it has the tail of a snake, and then it looks like somebody took chicken wings and stuck it on the side.
I will see if I can find this Finton.
Yes, please.
Yes. I believe I can. Yes, I've heard of this Finton
Yes.
before. Yes, of course.
Of course you have.
Of course. Yes.
You're quite well traveled. Of course you know what a Fanton is.
Of course. All of you, I have some dinner to have one of my servants prepare. See you tonight. Well, I have a lecture and... Oh no, I'm behind schedule. Turns around. Starts moving some orbs and he starts... Oh, it's over here. It keeps moving this way. It's moving that little asteroid a little bit further down the celestial body. And you see, like, on a blackboard, what is this thing? Question mark. Traveling asteroid through our galaxy.
Just walk away. We don't need
Yeah.
to know a lot. Just walk away.
I'm pretty sure it's the vessel.
Just don't look up, okay? It's okay.
It could be the
It'll be the from
Oh, yeah,
from
it could be,
Island
yeah,
Red there.
yeah.
Their ship.
Could be.
Probably. I'm gonna go with yes because I don't have to worry about what it is.
Yeah. It's okay. It's really fine.
Moving out of the
Okay.
galaxy, not into the galaxy, if that helps. So
Yeah, okay. Good.
seems to be like moving it that way. So all right. So what else are you guys doing tonight?
You have a look of mischief.
Mafia gambling ring.
Okay. So you are going to go to. I assume you're probably going to go to the Gray Respite, the tavern,
All right.
and you're going to try to do some gambling
Yep.
with the Imp
With
Mafia.
the Mafia.
Are you going to
Because-
try to cheat?
No. I'm
He's gonna
gonna.
succeed at cheating.
Yes.
Do or do not.
I'm gonna try to win. Obviously, I want money.
There are 3 different games. There are cards.
Okay.
There are dice, and there is pretty much it's like The Price is Right, You're trying to guess the price of things.
Ooh.
Except yeah.
That one copper.
In what market?
I'd say that you'd probably stick with dice or
Dice.
yeah, probably dice.
Are you proficient in either of these?
No.
Okay. So
Actually,
I'm
wait.
going.
Let me. Oh no, I'm not.
It'd be gaming tools.
No.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and make me a probably deception check, a sleight of hand check, and a I would say since it's dice, a acrobatics check.
Okay. 23 for deception,
Mm-hmm.
17 for sleight of hand,
Mm-hmm.
and 12 for acrobatics.
Okay. Seven. Tier was at 5. Okay. You make 200 copper.
Okay.
Yeah. You do good. You're doing good. You are not falling too much in debt in the Imp Mafia. You do win enough where you see some other people are not doing so well, right? And yeah, they're very much exactly what you're imagining, right? Like, I hear you come to a place of dice, huh? Yeah, we can do that. We can throw some bones. So, and then they grab bones, and literally you are rolling fairy skulls that have numbers carved into them,
Wonderful.
and they scream when they hit the wall. And then they mock you because the souls of fairies have been tied into them. So they're like mocking you as you're throwing them.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
All right.
Good. Anyone else doing anything?
Another item I want to try to find is the brooch of shielding. I had one at one point, but unfortunately it died with toast.
That's right.
Let me go see if it's here.
Take a brooch of shielding. You take a force of power. You get right up in somebody's face and you snap it.
Tell me how that goes.
You're immune to force. It does force damage.
You're immune to the second void.
There is no brooch of shielding.
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay.
You can have one crafted here, but that is going to take a month.
Jeez, that's not even like...
Magical items take a while to craft.
I was hoping that they would be better crafters here.
They are. They're the best. That's why it's only a month.
Excuses.
Most of the enchantment here is done by students, so or at least that
So it's
kind
at a
of-
discount.
Interns.
yeah. No, it's a premium discount. Yeah. Premium discount. Yes. They charge you a premium, but at a discount.
They pay their workers an experience.
Yeah, they do. You actually pay them because you go to college here. Yeah. But yeah, most greens are made by students, right?
Huh.
Then the blues are made by like the higher, and then anything purple and above is probably made by like a professor, right? Anything that's like legendary is probably something that has been like on the estate for a while, right? So yeah, those things are. But then again, legendary items are like hard to craft. Those take like it's almost like a life's work to make one, or you're like the legendary crafter of like these things, and you make like one a year, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
So okay, sorry, no brooch of shielding. They do have scrolls. I don't know if you're interested in any of those, but yeah,
Scroll of brooch of shielding.
they have scrolls like regenerate, primordial word, mass suggestion, incinerated cloud, transmute rock, phantasmal killer, modify memory, that kind of thing. So okay, anyway.
Okay, I think I'm good.
So, when you guys are ready, we'll fast forward into the next scene.
Yeah, works for me.
Okay. So, we fast forward in the next scene. You find yourselves. It's odd. He throws He throws butler uniforms over invisible servants so that you can see them. But it's pretty much just like a suit walking around with a tie and a hat. But it's just like it's like floating clothes going around, and each of them have gloves, to like hand them something. Some of them will like take like your canes and stuff like that and set it off to the side. During dinner, right? Nice long beautiful table. The table itself is just a plank of wood that floats in the air, like a tablecloth over it, right? So it's just a floating table. The chairs are the same way. They're legless chairs, right? Obviously, the chair is kind of pushed aside for the captain because, not sure how you're going to sit in that. But
Can wrap his tail around it.
Good, yeah. The invisible servants serve dinner. You were served pheasant.
All right.
Imitation hang time.
Each everyone else is served a. It's basically like everyone pretty much gets their own corned hen, right? Stuffing, glass of wine, some finely minced root vegetables, right? That kind of thing. The wine glasses are stemless wine glasses. They're pretty much cups that just kind of float in the air. You just kind of can just grab onto them and kind of just drink. The decanter itself is just a floating pool of wine, and when you command it, will fly into your cup. So everything's just kind of like here, but it's kind of resisting gravity, just kind of floating around. And then there's, imagine, invisible servants around, setting the scene.
Ed Gwynn scene in Mary Poppins. Love to laugh, love to laugh.
Yeah. Aegis himself addresses you all during dinner. He's like, thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoy, hopefully not your last meal of the day. I have spoken to the rest of the regiment Magi of old. Being there isn't a dean, we did put it to a simple vote. And we voted 5-4 in favor of allowing you to be able to go after the Aegis Master. I'm glad they had your confidence. They would like you to have this. It is a scroll of sending to let us know if you're safe, and of course if you're successful or not. There is some debate whether you'll ever be able to leave if you do happen to kill the Lich. Because, well, can't teleport out of there. And there's still the Ray to contend with. So you may be living in there. Do any of you know the spell Create Food of Water?
Yes, friend Smoot here is quite well versed in that.
Well, if you're stuck in the tower forever, at least you'll be able to survive. For at least the lifetime of a human. Mr. Decadic.
I am confident that we won't spend the rest of our days trapped in there.
Of course. Excellent, of course. Anyway, we have decided to be able to teleport you. We believe the risk is worth it. So at any point, if you would like to go to the Black Tower, just let us know. We have the way prepared for you. And of course, I hope this is not your last dinner, but if it is, fine Cornish hen. I conjured and trained the maid myself to be able to cook this. And of course, except for you, sir, finest Fantonian pheasant.
Fantonian pheasant, it is marvelous.
Yes.
Never heard of such a thing. It's wonderful.
That must mean it's good. It's rare.
It's fine Fantonian sauce made of marmalade.
Marmalade
Yes. There was some debate whether it was poisonous to lizard folk, but I'm glad to see that my research was correct.
And I'm glad that you didn't tell me that before I ate it.
Yes, there was. I was very certain. 5%.
5% certain.
Now, you say that there were 5 people that were okay with us, or wanting us,
Yes,
even, to
yes.
go. Obviously, they have faith in us.
Yes, of course.
Do those people think that we may be stuck there?
4 of them are very much convinced you'll probably be stuck there for the rest of your lives.
Of 4 of the 5 that said, let them go.
Yes. The other 4 were concerned that if you disturb the Ageless Master, he may have retribution upon some of the children or the school, or potentially one of them had the off theory that if you kill him, the tower will crumble and perhaps the L will fall from the sky. He personally crafted the sending so you could warn us
Yes.
if you when it is done, so that we can be ready.
We're killing the Lich now. 1 HP left.
Now, those ones that think we can do this,
Yes.
do they have any tips or any ideas of what we may expect?
That is the issue. We do know that the Ageless Master protects every single layer of his abode. We do know that a air elemental protects the entrance on the outside. We have sent mercenaries before, and we have had them send us live feeds of the assault in the past, and they were ripped apart by storms and wind and cast into the sky and then disintegrated. So, be wary of the air elemental. It will try to fly you up out of the range of the tower so the tower disintegrates you. Yes. The initial entrance, no one has... one group was able to breach the gate and get past the elemental, successful as they were. One moment, let me consult my notes. Oh, yes. On the first level, there, of course, was guarded by a death giant, chain devil, and Aaron, yes. Demons were on the next level. So there's a mix of elementals and demons protecting at least the first level. Devils. Demons are an entirely different subset. As a professor of the planes, I'm very... it seems nuanced, but the powers are radically different. Devils are more very straightforward. The powers are more martial, melee, straightforward traditional magic, where demons change the very fabric of the universe around them. Corruption.
Has anyone ever spoken to this Lich?
Oh, yes, he has had agents within the school and, of course, within the city itself. He has for years plagued the city with his own personal twist of politics. He loves to harass non-elves. He's an elven lich. We did end up eradicating the populace when Carthol took these other lands. Many hundreds of years ago, beyond all of our lifetimes. Sadly, they were escorted out back to the lands of Eladon, where they came from, right? Those that were willing to peacefully leave the city. But we do give them great respect. You see, all of the artifacts we've sent back to the Great Cartholian Museum in the Thousand Towers of Hembrook to honor them.
That seems reasonable.
Of course. We've done it to every land that we have gone into and claimed for our own. Of course, so just to safety it away for them.
Of course, yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do. But he doesn't like humans. He doesn't like any of the other races, so it tends to be a problem. But his agents speak to him. Occasionally, he has been heard speaking, casting a fire image, giving a monologue. Always with some terrible platitude. But late, at least the last 15 years, he's been quite quiet.
Did anything else happen around 15 years ago?
Oh, yes. 15 years ago, we had thought that he had gone completely silent, and one of his mad pupils raised a ruckus in Lawhold and began teleporting in skeletal. It ferried away the skeletons of dragons and displayed them. And it was a museum piece where we were discovering the anatomy of dragons, and there were 15 dragon skeletons that were scattered throughout town, displayed outside as an exhibit. What we did not know is that he had prepared this all to animate them, and they ran amok in the city. He always has these agents. He's willing to teach deep and powerful magics, but at the cost of Carthalian blood on his hands.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, my invisible dog. I experimented a while ago with, instead of invisible servants, why don't I have animals, invisible dogs? But then I lost track of them. See, they're invisible, my good friend.
Perhaps fashioning a collar and a leash so you can see the invisible.
Thus the hats and the gloves,
Yeah.
so that I do not lose track of any of my invisible servants throughout this complex. If you happen to find an invisible cat, let me know. He is very shy and he has avoided me for years. But one of these days I hope to put a collar on Flumpkin. It's very soft.
sight.
Yeah, you can see everything.
You do. You see the dog. You see the dog. You see all the invisible servants. You see their outlines. They're just basically just look like mannequin people,
Okay.
right?
Is there a cat anywhere?
Roll me a perception check.
The cat is a lie.
13?
No, you don't. You
Okay.
don't see the cat.
Okay.
Sorry. I put it at 16.
Okay.
These agents of the Lich. Do you know, is there any way of identifying them? Any way to pick them out among the populace?
Normally they have a tattoo. Tattoo of a black elven mask. It's like an elven visage. Normally it looks just like a mask with two pointed ears. His symbol, not mine.
It's like, it looks like this. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have shown you that.
For illustration purposes only.
Illustration purposes, it'll use minor illusion. You'll see, it looks like a black mask, but then it has like two pointed ears off to the side, right? It's the mask of the master. Normally they have it somewhere. I've seen it inside a lip, under a tongue, behind an eyelid. Normally anything. It apparently allows them access into the tower and the ability to go to the tower. So there are more than ways than just that, but apparently it is only gifted through the tattoo.
Let's see. This disintegration ray that defends the tower. Is there any knowledge on what originates that, or what it precisely is calling that? Is the Lich himself casting a spell? Is it an artifact, or does he have a creature or a being of some kind guarding it?
It triggers every 6 seconds. It is capable of rapid fire. So every 6 seconds it will shoot out. It is a line of disintegration, so it will pass through objects. Everything in the ray will be targeted. At one point, the army had prepared 45 Griffin Riders, had contracted several celestial beings, and of course 9 Cartholian speedy brigands, faster little ships, hoping to dodge out of the way. That day they learned that it goes through lines, and it targets, its targeting array will target masses. It is very difficult to approach it because it hits you so far off. But then when you get within 30 yards, you have to contend with the air elemental, which tends to focus on picking you up and throwing you out of the range, so that you are targeted again by the ray. The building itself is made of an anti-magic black material. We have tried bombarding it from range with long-range spells. That black stone and black metal of the tower itself is immune to magic. We have tried using teleportation. The only teleportation magic that seems to work is by those that have access to codex magic. But the Red Razor was unwilling to assist us in this matter, understandably due to the form of relationship that this side of the continent has with the Illidan people, and the taking of Elven lands. The Queen of Gulasea is quite stern, but perhaps, maybe one of these days, if you are unsuccessful, you'll be able to utilize other means to bring adventurers there. Though if you are unsuccessful, I doubt the Red Razor would be able to do such. He is but a single man. How strong? Your father, I understand, but how good could he be? I have seen you bring down powerful things that defy comprehension.
Yes. And my father happens to be one of those beings that defy comprehension.
Yes. Though I'd be worried if Agent's master got a hold of a codex, especially one that would give him such free rein to teleport throughout the world and through wards.
So he is also confined by the anti-teleportation of the tower. He's not able to freely exit.
Oh no, he is, yes. I believe the teleportation magic only prevents him, prevents others from. But his students that have had the mark have been able to teleport to the tower.
Okay.
We've said as much in interrogation before their souls were sucked out of their body through the brand.
Hester Brand doesn't seem so bad after all.
Yeah.
Do you know of any other dangers or threats that might attack us in the labyrinth? Any other creatures or spirits or any other beings that might pose a threat?
Specifically seeing if he knows anything at all about a god hiding around the tower.
No, he doesn't even allude to that. He does not seem to know about any of that. We have never been able to breach past the first floor. We've briefly made it into the second floor. And one of the men mentioned that he noticed a dog, a mastiff, and then screams. And then he was gone. The furthest we've gotten is the second floor. But the Agent's Master is consistent. He always resummons the same creatures from the planes to protect those floors.
I'm broke, don't fix it.
I am curious, though, if you do have sending. Let me know what's on the second floor, third floor, fifth floor.
Be sure to provide you with a live feed of our final moments, should we meet them there.
For the very least for your vengeance.
Yes.
No.
And academic purposes, of course.
When we go through that black gate there, are we needing to make our way through the realm of shadows, or is it just sort of pop us right out?
It's straight through, though for a few moments your strength will be sapped. You will be traveling through shades and shadows. They will be able to sap your strength from you momentarily. It's not a great loss, but it does stay for roughly about a minute. Your strength will wane. Roughly, you will suffer 1d4 strength damage for 1 minute when traveling through the Black Gate, mechanically. So, be ready for that. Some of you, not a big deal. Others, that may hurt a little bit. Hopefully none of you have 4 strength. It's just a d4, so it could just be 1. I apologize, I was not able to give more information than that, but he is known as the Aegis Master for reasons. He is very secretive, and he does not leave, perhaps he leaves his tower. It's hard to tell. You can't exactly knock on the door without fatalities.
Has anyone tried? Just knocking on the door.
Several have been able to find their way to the tower and knock on the door and become his servants.
Thank you for providing what you can to us about the dangers of this tower.
Of course. I hope I've dissuaded you.
I'm afraid we have business with the Aether's Lich, but we are confident we will return victorious.
If not, I hope the Cornish hens and, of course, the pheasant were to your liking. If not, they serve a mean breakfast at the tavern. Your last meal should be a good one. If anything, it is what I wish to happen. A good meal and a solid heart attack.
A lot of butter, pile it on. And by mean breakfast, he means a breakfast that insults you as you eat it. Yes.
Yes, the Mafia, they will do that. So, if you have nothing else, I am old, and I wish to rest my weary bones. It is good to look upon you, if it is the last time. I really hope not to hear your screams come back. You described the 3rd floor of the tower. I am not lying. There is a dead pool that was been started by the Imp Mafia to see how far you're going to go. So, if you're a betting man, the odds are on there.
Are there any known agents in the town currently?
None. The last 15 years have been quiet as a mouse. We've been worried about that. His agents have slipped undetected for years. We've worried for years that he might have professors in the school. I'm convinced he does. Perhaps one of those that voted against you. Maybe one of those that voted for. We were secretive in our vote, but somehow the Imp Mafia found out about it and has started a betting ring, a dead pool. See how far you could get. So I would not be unsurprised that he may know that you're coming, because we voted. But I'm sure he's made absolutely 0 changes to his plans, and he has no belief that you'll even get beyond the 2nd door, because powerful mercenaries, storied and powerful and strong, not even gotten past the 2nd gate. Second floor.
Hopefully we can use that to our advantage if he underestimates us.
I do know that magic does work in there. But spells like knock will not work against doors made of black stone. Teleportation, even that within sight, is worthless. Does not function. Flight does work exceptionally well. Just don't be more than 30 yards away from the tower if you decide to start flying around.
Now just get inside the tower and turn off the boots, walk on the ceiling.
Yes.
Instead of going upstairs, we go downstairs.
Of course. We're ready to work for you. Ah, very astute. Wizard thinking. Of course, then the door's on the ceiling, but that's a future you problem.
Yes.
Hey, is there something else? I'm to rest my weary bones,
Damn invisible dogs.
and I will see you in the morrow. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know why I gave them invisible fur. Invisible dandruff.
Authenticity.
Yes, for visible allergies.
That's how you know they're present.
So, well, I'm going to bed. I wish each of you a good morrow.
Yes. Retire as well as Smoot is very much passing out, I think.
He goes upstairs. I'm assuming tomorrow an assault on the Black Tower.
No, we're going up nicely and selling him a magazine subscription.
Or magazine
Would you like to
subscription.
buy some cookies?
Damn way.
I'm like,
Sir, we see a bunch of Girl Scouts?
We leave a bag of flaming
Yes.
poop on his doorstep.
Hey, just Master, would you like to work from home and be your own boss? We got a plan for you.
You see, if you recruit somebody underneath you, and they recruit two people underneath you,
it's a ziggurat scheme.
it's not a pyramid, it's an upside down tower scheme.
Much like your upside down tower.
Well, I hope you guys had fun. I had no fucking clue
Neither did
what
we.
you guys were
Neither
doing,
did
so
we.
I had to do some. I've had this thing prepared, but I didn't know.
That was like a year ago.
Yeah, it was like a year ago, and even then, it was kind of like, all right, if they get really bored and want to attack the most powerful thing in the region, yeah, fuck it, all right,
Yeah, there we go. That time is gone.
Because why not?
Why not? Why not?
You got time to kill, might as well.
All right, well, I'll see you guys in episode 189,
88.
Idiot.
188. That'll be it. Okay.